I need to make sure everything's up to date on YouTube and Twitch. Up. Here we go. That's up to date on YouTube. Make sure Rumble's up and going. Good. Looks like Rumble's going good. Twitch seems like it's going good. Excuse me. Everything seems like it's going good. Let me just go ahead and double check my other computers and make sure that's all running properly. Okay, looks like the Rumble's going good on my other computer. Yep, I think everything's good to go. So, let's go ahead and get started. This time I properly installed the patch, and now we got the stuff with the newer patch, which I think was just mostly just hot fixes and bug fixes. I could be mistaken. So, let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. I'm on the right side as the Warp Spider. We have Bjorn spawning as his opposition, where the camera's bugging out when I'm trying to follow the Force Commander. We have Kingfisher going for Media Second Scout, not for Tactical Marine Squad. Got the good luck, have fun. Going for a Triple Scout Opener. Okay, that's a bit different. Howling Banshee's on the build queue. They can do some good work against scouts. However, the scouts of shotguns can do some good work against Howling Banshees.
Adding support structure.
We got another Scout Guardian Squad being deployed now. That is pretty standard. The Triple Scout is, however, a little bit unstandard. We got the early power node being activated now. Like I'm going for some early generators. Since scouts are relatively cheap, this should be able to deploy out a generator or two immediately.
Support structure complete.
And this Guardian Squad is being pursued by the Force Commander there, and we've got all three scouts in the region. This Guardian Squad gets ripped apart. Force Commander gets a nice little swipe there, two swipes there. Guardian Squad will escape out 2 models remaining. Excuse me. We got the Warp Spider getting some good damage on in. We're hitting the Force Commander now. Pair of generators have been deployed on out. No generators here. Do have the point activated, so is this one. This point's not been activated. And the Force Commander will capture that point. The Force Commander will need to do a full retreat there. About ready to go down, but should be able to escape on out. And we've got a hit there onto the Scout Squad, who's mainly got the grenade upgrade, or the Sergeant upgrade, not the shotgun upgrade. Howling Banshees immediately find the generator there. Howling Banshees maybe will get the generator before they get forced back. They probably won't get the second generator. They're receiving quite a bit of fire now. If I remember correctly as well, melee units get damage resistance while they're in melee. So I think actually, does that apply? Oh, good grenade there, but actually completely whiffed. Do melee units get the damage resistance buff when they're bashing a generator? Because I think they did right there. Scout Squad does fall back. The Scout Squad still has its grenade, or has enough energy for another grenade. Not in light cover there. Does get found in light cover now. Force Commander pushes his way forward. Force Commander has not retreated back and didn't stay back at base for enough health. Sergeant Squad will do a soft retreat there. Warp Spider may tie up the Force Commander up in melee, get some good hits there now, and gets inside the garrison. Alien beans.
Under attack. Fire upon us.
And now with him capturing the requisition point there, he's unable to decapture it and falls back. We do have a double capture in favor of the Force Commander now. That's some early ticket lead for the Warp Spider. Not Warp Spider, Force Commander. I need to get some fluid into me.
One of our generators is under attack.
We do have the generator being under siege by the Warp Spider and the Guardian Squad. No upgrades in the Warp Spider just yet. You do see the heavy gauge Death Spinner, as well as the whatever the range damage increase upgrade is called. Assault Squad has one now, forces back the Guardian Squad. That would be a good frontline squad since he only has ranged scouts. Generator does go down. Special attack, I think, just came forward. Assault Marines will get multiple melee hits in there. Guardian Scouts, Howling Banshee down to 9 health, 3 health, 1 health, 2 health. She literally had 1 health. And no, they weren't in a range mode to attack the Howling Banshee right there. They literally had, or she literally had 1 health remaining. Not they, if it was only 1 model. Assault Marines getting hit by a unit there. The Ranger, wait. Okay, this has to be some sort of balance change with the new patch. Because those Rangers do not have a sniper weapon. I do not know what this new Ranger is, and that had been some sort of slowdown effect for that Ranger squad. Okay, we got a new variation of the Rangers. No, that's a handgun. They do not have a sniper upgrade. It's some sort of it has the range damage symbol there. That has to be a mistake because they all only have pistols there, so I have no idea how that squad is. They are slowing down the Force Commander right there, who's been upgraded with the Artificer armor, giving some health regen, and a bit of energy. Force Commander is severely wounded. Good shout there by the Howling Banshee, but the Howling Banshees are falling him back as well. Guardian Squads themselves are quite wounded. Ranger Squad does lose a model right there. And we do got the Warp Spider X-Shark has been upgraded with the range upgrade, the improved targeters, giving increased 7 range and 50% increased range damage. We got 2 generators right here, and the generators here are being rebuilt now. We may need to go open up a brief skirmish match against some AI to figure out what the new Rangers are, because that's certainly different than last time I remember. Power Node is under siege, and the Assault Squad will jump on top of the Guardian Squad there. Howling Banshees do shout on top of the Assault Squad, and the fact that the usually jump infantry have knockback resistance, but not suppression resistance. And good plasma grenade there, forcing the Scout Squads. Point was deactivated there. This Scout Squad does fall back, and they will need to rebuild that activated point.
The Eldar are claiming a victory point, adding power generator.
Force Commander does get forced back.
Generator operational.
Scouts ready to earn our place.
Force Command does fall back. We've got 1 squad of shotguns, got 1 squad of a sergeant. Another squad is currently unupgraded, and we've got Tier 2 being researched by the Warp Spider now.
Taking position in the brush.
Target acknowledged.
Technology unlock beginning.
Howling Banshees are sprinting away. They do have an upgraded aspect of strength. And looks like the Force Commander is researching the Tier 2. Assault Marines do jump forward. Does force back the Ranger Squad. Howling Banshees up north. Force Commander down the middle, getting gunned down by these various units. And this Scout Squad is sort of just lurking around right there. Not camouflage, not really doing all too much. Now I just will go and cut down this point. And we do have another generator up here. The Warp Spider could take time to capture that up in order to get some more power income, and I think that's maybe what he's doing, not going for the generator whatsoever,
Claiming a victory
and
point.
decapturing the point now. So looks like the
The Codex is starting.
Warp Spider is going to try to
Guides us
secure that point
victory.
there. He may try to activate the point as well to make sure he continue to get some additional income. And down here, we got the scout squad here. Oh, well, the scouts actually fully went down. That's my mistake. It's the shotgun squad that went down. How did I miss that? Where did that go down? I do not see any corpses around here. That's regular corpses there. Don't see any full squad-wide corpses. I'm not sure where the shotgun squad went down. So this scout squad will need to fall back. And we got the force commander now advancing. We do got the big fleet of foot away there. Rangers are using their handguns. Whatever they use, they're targeting with their handguns. They do mark it with something. I have no idea what they're marking it with, or even if the Rangers have maintaining any upgrades anymore. I need to look up
One of our generators is under
that
attack.
new Ranger squad. It could be a bug where they don't have
We
their
are losing a
sniper
requisition
slot
point to the
item.
enemy.
Generator is getting hacked apart with the anti-vehicle weapon that should make quicker work of it. Scout squad is falling back. Warp Spider on to get some melee hits in. Looks like the Warp Spider has been upgraded with the entangling web. Grants a more powerful dual depth spinner. Grants the entangling web ability. Immobilizes target infantry for enemy infantry for 7 seconds. Very nice. Does deactivate the point there now as well. This point has been activated, so the Warp Spider is getting some extra power. And now we do have a Dreadnought being floated out. Webway Gate coming out as well. Only the Howling Banshees have an anti-vehicle melee weapon at the moment to engage that Dreadnought. The Warp Spider can be upgraded with the Haywire Grenade. Howling Banshees do shout there, and grenade was thrown. That grenade was successful, though the Banshees seem a bit more resilient now. The recent balance, the recent patch, not only changed the Rangers, but I think made Howling Banshees a bit more resilient. Maybe they do less damage, but a bit more resilient. Less glass cannony, more of a brawler. Because right there, that grenade should have done a lot of damage to Howling Banshees. Maybe the frag grenades on scouts were nerfed. Speaking of which, scouts are getting a shotgun upgrade. And the scouts are getting ripped apart. Does get a nice knockback there. Scouts do fall back. No counter to the Dreadnought at the moment. And we've got the Ranger squad falling them back as well. Warp Spider is engaging at range onto that scout squad there. Has not spotted that webway gate there. I can see the blue haze they're referring to that's being camouflaged. We got the anti-vehicle weapon not engaging the Dreadnought there, and now we got a Fire Dragon squad. Fire Dragon squad's a good general purpose unit there. And we can see here, it has been spotted right there. You can see the blinking red aura. And now you notice it, the player noticed it. The Dreadnought's not going to siege down that webway gate.
We claim this in the Emperor's name.
Fire Dragon still being built. We do have... Okay, that's another webway gate there. It almost looks like it's part of the structure being formed. Power node is being under siege. The Force Commander is going to try to reclaim it. Has triple capture in his favor. That's a lot of command points there. And now the Dreadnought's going to be burning down the generators. Multiple points being captured down south. Blood Dragons have been upgraded with the Dragon Scale armor, getting knockback immunity. It hasn't got the Exarch leader just yet. And generator is now, all the generators are now being burned down as well. And Blood Dragon's going to be eyeing for some counter harassment there to hit his other generators. These two have not been rebuilt yet. And this point will be recaptured by the Assault Marine Squad. Force Commander Scouts and Dreadnought still has fully gen bashed that region, but in this area has been cleaned up as well.
This is Imperial territory.
Assault Marines just jumped forward. Try to get on top of that Guardian Squad. It was unsuccessful. No Haywire Grenade there. Assault Squad receiving quite a bit of hits there. Throws a Plasma Grenade on top of them. Rangers have not received any grenade there. Does dodge a frag grenade there in the Assault Marines who gets forced back. Scout Squad gets a nice knockback there onto Guardian Squad. Blood Dragons, however, once get suppressed. Something got wiped out there. It appears to be the Warp Spider Exarch goes down. Blackout Dragon's going to engage. We got the Howling Banshees with their anti-vehicle weapon from the X-Shark leader to engage as well. Nice knockdown there onto the Howling Banshees. Optimize the Webway Gate. Press to get him out of the Webway Gate again. Yes, very good micro there. Howling Banshees trying to get him knocked back around a bit more. The Howling Banshees will need to fall back relatively soon. Does fall back. Lose X-Shark leader. Could have actually potentially got a squad wipe there. Could eventually get another squad over there, but wants to deal with the Blood Dragons. Does not tie up the Blood Dragons up in melee. Didn't have time to get the wipes. Tried to save himself, but was unsuccessful. And the Assault Marines actually went down the engagement. I was not paying attention to that, but the Assault Marines actually get fully wiped out there. That's a massive loss there for the Warp Spider, or for the Force Commander. Though the Howling Banshees was chased down by the Force Commander, the other force does escape on out, and the Warp Spider still has a superior force out in the field, having 2 Guardian Squads versus 2 Scouts, not to mention the Rangers and the Blood Dragons. The Blood Dragons are a very good squad at any point in time. Over here, looks like a Tactical Marines pod does drop on down, takes out the Webway Assembly. He knew about it was there, because the Blood Dragons clearly went inside of it. Force Commander down to as little as 12 health. Will escape on out of there.
Understood.
Yes, Tactical Marine Squad. Hopefully goes for the Sergeant, then to Stern Guard Veterans. Good knockback there. Another good knockback there as well. Tactical Marines do gain their Sergeant upgrade. Hopefully we'll see the Stern Guard Veteran upgrade road shortly. Does fall back now.
Release the great Thunderhammer from our armory.
Looks like the Force Commander's being fully kitted up. Of course, we got the Artificer Armor, as we mentioned earlier. Teleport pack, giving both the Force Commander Teleport and the Thunderhammer. Which is not an anti-vehicle weapon, but an anti-infantry weapon. Probably effective versus heavy infantry. Lots of shotguns advancing, forcing back the Guardian squads. And this Guardian squad does fall back as well. Oh yeah, that's a Rangers. No, wait, there's a Blood Dragon squad in the mix of it. They look all so similar to me. Not Blood Dragons, Fire Dragons. Ah, why am I saying Blood Dragons? Too much war game.
We claim this in the Emperor's name. Taking fire!
Up north. Oh, in center. Force Commander has got the teleport forward onto the Warp Spider X-Shark. Good special attack there. And now there's the Battle Cry ability. Nope, that was just a regular special attack. Teleports away. Force Commander's teleport maybe approaching off cooldown there. Warp Spider's low in energy as well. And Scout Squads do fall back away from the Rangers. Decides to deactivate this point once again. This power point is still captured.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
And, or should I say, still up and going. And we got tier 3 research for the Warp Spider X-Shark. It is lacking a melee squad, so maybe a good idea to go for Seer Council. We got Stern Guard veterans as well as the Librarian. I can see either a Fire Prism or Stern Guard veterans at this time for the Warp Spider. Not exactly sure. Oh, there's the Warp Spider right there. Couldn't see it because if it goes down, if the red player loses the hero, the marker goes away. And now I've got the X-Shark leader there for the Fire Dragon to gain the Flamethrower. Ooh, good hit there by the Librarian. Librarian's charging on forward as well. And the Librarian may actually get wiped there. Librarian's receiving lots of fire. Now the 12, 1 and dead. That was a big waste of a Librarian. While the Warp Spider player has less tickets, he can quickly re-secure the map as well. Again, a nice little pick there. The Force Commander is going to be low on any sort of resource for time speed, especially on power. He needs to make sure this power point stays secured. Shotguns are heading down south. Quite a bit of requisition stored up, but pretty far away from energy to get out the Avatar of War, especially when he does not have any generators himself. Does get a nice teleport or camouflage forward to tie the Storm Guard veterans up in melee there. And it looks like they were loaded up with armor-piercing rounds. I could be mistaken about that. Plasma grenade was thrown. Plasma grenade was thrown. Good plasma grenade there.
Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
And it's going to be a triple capture in favor of the warps for the Force Commander. The Warp Spider is not maintaining good field control. In fact, he literally only has this requisition point. Look at the Archtarch being dropped on down. No, that's actually more Warp Spiders. My bad.
This is Imperial territory now. The point is ours. None shall
Force
take
Commander will like to go down. This triple capture is going to wreak havoc.
The Eldar are claiming a victory point.
Couldn't teleport? I can't say for sure. Does teleport require a vision?
under attack. A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered.
I can't say, unless this guy has some sort of. Could he have used entangling web there? Entangling web. I'm not sure if that will stop teleports or not. If it does, that'd be a great use of entangling web. That's the only thing, the reason why I think the teleport could have failed.
Ready for duty.
Shotguns are advanced forward, does spot the Rangers. Rangers have less health. This entire squad has less health than the Librarian itself. So without even a sniper rifle, they've been doing a good job of just skirmishing around. Does get revealed there. Maintaining being revealed thanks to the scout's ability to see camouflage units. Does do a fallback there.
Support structure complete.
Now Warp Spiders and the Storm Guard veterans are now engaging. Guardian Squad needs to get forward, perhaps throw a plasma grenade in the mix. And the Warps and ooh, nice teleport forward there as well. Force a mass retreat here, and soon there's
Capture the target.
they actually got wiped out. I was going to say he's going to capture that up, counting the tickets down even more, but he did stop the capture there, wiping out a whole scout squad.
On guard. Fury among your misbegotten kind. That all you have to offer. Death before dishonor.
Oh, what is that ability there? Is that entangling web? Disrupted to an. I am not sure what ability was that. Force Commander does charge on 4, does get a hit there onto the Guardian Squad. We do got the Warp Spider Extract engaging. And we now got some Assault Squads. Good idea to actually upgrade them to Vanguard veterans at this current rate. And you know, Storm Guard veterans are trying to capture that point there. Could see a plasma grenade there, but this is the Ranger Squad, not the Guardian Squad. It does spot the webway assembly right there for a brief moment. Still see it flashing there. There goes re-camouflaged. And down south, the scouts are going on capturing some points. We upgraded the elite training now, giving them camouflage.
One of our initiates has fallen.
Ooh, and that scout squad may go down. The fire dragons on the retreat path. Not fire dragon, the scout squad will go down. 2 health, 1 health, 0 health. Assault squad jumps on forward, misses. Gets the sergeant upgrade there as well. Maybe a good idea to go for Storm Guard veterans. Doesn't have tier 3 either, can't bring the orbital strike. Overall, the Force Commander still has a chance in the game. He has a lot of VPs. His opponent has not very little, not very much. He probably doesn't have. He's getting out another scout squad. Using all his requisition for that. Nice plasma grenade there. Both plasma grenades annihilates the squad, leaving 1 model remains.
We have 300 points remaining.
It's getting a bit close down, but he should escape on out, down to 50 health. Force Spiders captured the southern VP. This central one being captured by the Storm Guard veterans, going to be tied up in melee by the Rangers, but does not get tied up in melee. And up north, got the Force Commander captured that point there now. And now we've got the Storm Guard veterans now being forced on back. Scouts are being upgraded to Sergeant. You know they're not going to be all too effective in combat. At least it'll give them more durability. but they should be going around capturing points as a primary concern.
The enemy has
The point does get
destroyed one of our
deactivated there as well. Decides to destroy that point now. Both sides could use that power generator, but now all power generators are destroyed. Force Commander's right here. Going for a teleport forward? Nope.
We shall make it so.
Sierra Council hasn't really accomplished all too much, have they? Assault Marines jumping on in, knocks back some of these Guardian squads. Warp Spiders are in the mix, well, being upgraded to X-Shark Leader. Force Commander's about ready to go down, but should have plenty of health to escape on out of there. Assault Marines now receiving quite a bit of fire there. Could have kept the Guardian squad or one of those squads in melee against Assault Marines. A lot of the Warp Spiders can constantly engage. I heard a grenade. Sierra Council does get forced back that Scout Squad. Currently, there's a capture for the Force Commander. Great special attack there, or ability from the Assault Squad, from the Sergeant, what's called Righteous Fury. And does force back these squads. And it's still double capture against the Eldari. He needs to decapture the point and capture this point as soon as possible. The War Spider is heading up north as well. It's going to cut it real close. Now there's just a single capture, and once getting that decapture, he is safe. Now he is safe for the time being, but he's bleeding off too many tickets. He needs to keep his Guardian squads on the flanks.
Distribution canceled.
Looks like the Scout Squad actually did fully get wiped there. Perhaps by this Warp Spider squad. Up north, Warp Spider will capture that point there now. Stormguard veterans are falling on back. Vanguard veterans are not being deployed on out. And it's enough red points for an Eldritch Storm as well. Does teleport away the last moment, very nice. And Warp Spiders are constantly engaging. Force Commander, however, ties the melee, uses the Battle Cry ability there. And does teleport away. Guardian Squad's push away over here. The Fire Dragons gain some good damage there on the Assault Marine Squad. Force Commander does miss with a special attack there. Guardian Squad over here supporting the Fire Dragons. And these forces do fall back. And looks like the Force Commander does surrender. This is Adam Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So I want to take a quick look at those Rangers. They're different than last time I remember. Let's take a quick look at those. Yep, this will do. Let's take a quick look at those Rangers, because they're certainly different last time I remember. Let's see, 230, 20. I think that's cheaper than it was. I'm sure can be upgraded to a designated sniper unit for good for assassinating enemies. Can be from a distance and in buildings. Can detect infiltrated units.
I am en route. We trust in your guidance.
Yeah, you'll hardly even see the Warlock upgrade. Let's see the new Ranger squad. Let's see, hold fire, psychic beacon. Not sure. Okay, that's what the psychic beacon looks like. It looks like it's temporary. Hollow field deploys a hollow field the area that lasts for 30 seconds. Any becomes infiltrated. Okay, infiltrate. So it gains to infiltrate without any technology. Connect pulse that requires a sniper and fleet of foot. Yep, overall good capping squad. Relatively cheap. like scouts, and has a lot of abilities to boot. Costs a little bit of energy, but bad. That's the non-sniper variant. Oh, this map's a little bit different. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Demon Hunter. We have Anter. Spawn on the north side as the Farseer. We have Asmondeus. Got Howling Banshees and Quizor Stormtroopers. So, there's a lot of different openers that the Grey Knights can deploy out. Got another Guardian Squad here. Howling Banshees, the Guardian Squad. That's pretty standard. And we've got these Inquisitor Stormtroopers are advancing. Oh, here, these Guardian Squad is advancing as well as the Farseers capture the power point. First engagement may come in right around here. Yeah, I'm just not used to this map being green. They just got a new coat of paint just to make it green. It's not easy being green. I miss the desert. What's wrong with the desert? Strike Squad has been deployed on now, so 2 Inquisitor Stormtroopers going for early captain pressure, and then into a Strike Squad.
Understood.
Sounds like the point being activated, maybe not. Guardian Squad does get found by these Inquisitor Troopers, and will get overwhelmed by the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. Strike Squad not coming in the mix as well. Howling Banshees coming in support as well, but there's just too much force here. So the Howling Banshees may be able to engage these forces here. Ooh, what? There was a quick grenade there, wasn't there? Yep, got a grenade research to start to upgrade onto the Inquisitor Stormtroopers, knocking back the Howling Banshees there, and Howling Banshees gets forced on back there. Ooh, and the Howling Banshees about ready to go down. Down to 20 health, 28 health, 26 health. 22, 20, 21. If you will escape on out, the Guardian's weapon team does go, or not Guardian weapon team, Howling Banshees. Guardian Squad does receive some hits there on the tree as well. Farseer is captured the central VP. Strike Squad is pretty high in health. Coleman Titan's being researched as well. It does activate an ability there by the Demon Hunter to try to slow down, does partially slow down this Guardian Squad. Good hits there, and now the Howling Banshees come in support as well. Looks like the Strike Squad will win out in the end. Howling Banshees is taking too much damage there. Good special attack there by the Howling Banshees now, which will actually give the Strike Squad a run for its money. Strike Squad's down to its last 0 health, gets killed off by the Howling Banshees Squad. So very, very good squad right there. Expensive loss there for the Grey Knights. It all came down a single special attack in favor of the Howling Banshees in that engagement. Up north, got Demon Hunter go around capturing some points.
Support structure complete.
And it's got a single generator deployed out by, or second generator being deployed out by the Grey Knights now, and we do have 1 generator here. This point has been activated, while this point has not.
No more time.
Demon Hunter does fall back nice and early, but maybe not early enough.
Generator operational.
Plasma grenade was thrown there, but was a complete whiff because it was not needed. Howling Banshees have upgraded those aspect of fleetness, increasing their health, and I think increasing like the passive movement speed. Allows the leap over obstacles and grab Exarch mirror swords.
Are we to accept defeat? Our structure under our protection has
We do
been
got the Stormtroopers advancing, getting some good shots there, as we got these Guardian Squads capturing points, while the Stormtroopers are capturing the central VP. Over on the left side, we got the Soul Stormtroopers. Those frag grenade was unsuccessful. Now we do got a Crusader squad out in the field. Very special attack there by the Farseer. The Farseer has been upgraded to Ghost Helm. Grants the psychic, grants the Mind War ability, which grants a psychic tool in which the Farseer deals 40 heavy melee damage and causes suppression. Farseers who managed to fall back in time. Howling Banshee does get a shout off, suppressing both the Howling Banshees, not Howling Banshees, Coh1 Stormtroopers and the Crusader squad. Crusader squad does avoid that plasma grenade there as the Guardian squad is falling back now.
Stormtroopers here to reinforce.
Demon Hunter has been redeployed, and overall the Farseers has been making great engagements the entire game. This Guardian squad will need to fall back relatively soon. Throws a frag grenade there, and a plasma grenade was relatively successful in hitting the Sergeant. Coh1 Stormtroopers are not supporting this engagement there, as the Crusader says gets good damage in. Does suppress the unit there. Psychic Mind, that's the Mind War ability from Ghost Helm. They do shit in front of the Crusaders' faces there as they fall back. And now the Guardian squad does fall back a little bit. It has 4 out of 5 models. And they got the Demon Hunter's ability being cast in right there.
Stormtroopers reporting ready.
Coh1 Stormtroopers is trying to back away from these forces. They will be back in the corner. The Farseer herself is quite wounded at the moment. She may just use the Ghost Helm Mind War ability. And we've got these guys getting inside the garrison now. Howling Banshees do get right there. Unusual spot there. That's sure if it blocks a lot of fire there. Crusaders are advancing forward, and they do get suppressed there, both by the Mind War ability and from the Howling Banshees. Guardians here, if he would have got back in the garrison, he would have thrown Plasma Grenade, de-garrisoning them, if not wiping them out. M100s are seeing quite a bit of fire right there. They do fall back now. And we do have the Coh1 Stormtroopers now finding angle there on the Farseer. The Farseer has been upgraded with the Ruined Armor, giving her extra health and energy by 125. That's a lot of extra energy for the Farseer. Plasma Grenade thrown. And let's see now. It also grants energy regen by 1 per second. Not bad. Grants second storm ability, deals 6 power melee damage and 18 courage damage every 0.5 seconds. So overall, the Farseer is being upgraded with a lot of suppression abilities. I do have some Warp Spiders deployed out, being immediately upgraded to the aspect of the Warp Spider. Allows them to get their Haywire Grenade, if I remember correctly. Also upgrade the X-Arc there. Yeah, the Haywire Grenade. Howling Banshees do fall back now. The Warp Spider X-Arc is on its way out as well.
Stormtroopers here. Orders.
One of the Banshees is stuck. Right there. We saw them all jump over there. At least in the case of squad wipe, they won't exactly get wiped. Likely throwing out a webway gate like this could potentially fix it out, because it will teleport the entire squad inside the webway gate, assuming it doesn't get too bugged out and preventing from getting inside the webway gate in the first place.
Reading you clear and true. Understood. The
with the Rhino now deployed out. He does have forward reinforcement. He upgraded the heavy bolter turret. Guardians, oh, that's second storm ability being activated there, forcing the Crusaders to be suppressed. Could see a plasma grenade there from the Guardian squad, but the Guardian squad is getting ripped apart. Over here, the Howling Banshees, or the War Squad, is getting some great damage there. Good knockback there by the grenade. Plasma grenade was not very successful. Crusader squad is falling back. And we do see the Melter Bomb or Haywire grenade there as well, snaring the Rhino. But we'll only do that.
Stormtroopers here. Orders.
We do got a Bright Lance or Guardian Whip team likely to be upgraded. The Bright Lance being deployed.
Bring forth power swords.
Power swords. Here we go. Force Rod? That may be the Demon Hunter voice line from Demon Hunter getting the Force Rod. Eventually does receive a nice little suppression there. First Order Troopers do pop on out, getting some great damage there on the Farseer. And the Demon Hunter does get forced back there now.
We have 300 points remaining.
Crusaders are advancing, gets good hits there onto the Guardians. And does force them back right there. Stormtroopers receiving quite a bit of fire there from the Eldari forces. Got the Bright Lance upgrade as well. The Warp Spires are not fully reinforced. They do teleport forward, try to go for a melee hit there. Down to minimal health, and he's got a range attack onto it, and does get the wipe there. Ooh, got some sort of ability being cast there, some sort of global ability. But overall, getting a nice little squad wipe there. Bright Lance getting some great hits there on the Rhino. Almost does go down. Farseer is now equipped with a Doombringer Spear. Equipped with a Singing Spear that proves... Nope, it's like a storm being cast there. Let's see. Increases the melee damage, also grants her range attack, also grants the Doom ability that increases the received damage of an enemy target by 30%. Very nice. So we got a mark target ability.
Ready here.
First of all, Stormtroopers are activated by some sort of ability there, but I think that's from the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter has been upgraded, of course, with the Force Rod, grants the Retribution ability, which silences damage and knockback foes. Grenade was thrown, and we also got the Toma Tranquility, increasing health regen or energy regen by 2 and reduces cooldowns by 20%. Not bad. Now we've got a Terminator Librarian deployed on the field. Force Fires do teleport forward. Gets good damage there on the far side to the Demon Hunter. Does use the Doombringer ability there. Doom ability. Bright Lance getting some hits there on the Crusaders. Not a whole lot of damage, however. Crusader starts charging forward. We got the Terminator Library in the mix as well. Force Fires do teleport over here as well. Guardians may want an Eye of Plasma Grenade onto those Crusader squad. Force Fires is out of energy there. Warp Spider is now charging forward, trying to tie up the Librarian up in melee. Activates whatever that ability is. I don't really know what that ability is. It's a big knockback circle. And she does go and retreat back there. Crusader Stormtroopers are advancing. Plasma Grenade was thrown, unsuccessful. Actually gets a couple models there.
Our brother has fallen. Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
Our weapons customers have delayed beware. Reporting enemy contact.
Under attack. What are your orders? One of our generators is under attack.
Now is the time.
Good knockback there. Now got the Crusaders now advance forward. We'll receive quite a bit of fire there. Got the second storm being cast in as well, suppressing these guys. And the Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Librarian and Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Crusaders are getting ripped apart right now. Almost being fully wiped there. Terminator Doom ability was utilized on those Quasora Stormtroopers. Brightlands sitting on up. Brightlands doesn't have any targets left in the game. Any effective targets for it to hit. Brightlands, however, could lay siege to these generators. There's the Force Rod ability. What's it called again? Retribution? It activates that ability once again. Though he will receive quite a bit of fire there, he may just want to fall back, receiving a lot of fire. Likely will get wiped out there. Easily gets wiped. Crusader Squad does close this there onto the Guardian's weapon team, or Guardian Squad. Farseer in melee range. Crusader Squad receiving quite a bit of fire. It has the ability right there. Got the knockback ability there, allowing the Crusader Squad to fall back. The Howling Banshees and the Farseer just may want to fall back this moment in time. The Howling Banshees are quite wounded. And the Farseer doesn't have a whole lot of energy to maintain fighting. Throws a nice frag grenade there, forcing back the Howling Banshees. We got also got Guardian Squad here, may get the wipe there on the Quasora Stormtroopers. Terminator Librarian does fall down and fully gets wiped out.
The enemy is destroying a key structure. The Eldar are claiming a victory point.
If it says that, it's like it's going to retreat back over soon. Not retreat, surrender. Same difference, I suppose. Quasora Stormtroopers are advancing forward, forced back the Guardian weapon team as well as the Guardian Squad. We got a webway assembly there. It does activate the camouflage.
Dark day fuel the fires of vengeance.
Oh, I just realized he ran out of BPs. By the way, this is Adam Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Sorry. I love the music in this game. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Warp Spider, we have Fathom. On the north side as the Chaos Lord, we have Initial Mink 7771. We got a squad of Chaos Marines versus a squad, actually going straight for the second squad of Guardians. We may see some Howling Banshees. Speaking of which, going straight forward, we do got the Warp Spider X-Shark now advancing quite aggressively. Looks like we do not see Howling Banshees being deployed on out. So Howling Banshees is like 425, so maybe a little bit too early for Howling Banshees.
The denizens of the war have followed me.
Teleports over here now.
Adding support structure.
In fact, he got a power generator right now, or at least activate the power point. Like he's not going to go for any Howling Banshees anytime soon. Chaos Marines is going to capture up some points. And we got these Guardian Squads capturing points as well.
There is the victory objective.
Chaos Lord is advancing, eyeing to engage the Guardian Squad relatively soon. And over here we do have the APP captured by the Warp Spider X-Shark. So the Chaos Marines gain some good damage there on the Warp Spider.
Generator operational.
And does teleport away and doesn't fully capture the point. Warp Spider does teleport in the center of the field as well. Two Guardians are now advancing, trying to get some good shots there on the Chaos Lord. They are being successful. Pulls that guy away nice and early. Realize he's zoning him out first. And Chaos Lord does have decent range damage as well. Get some more hits there as well. Guardians will need to pursue this Chaos Lord there. Now the Chaos Lord's within the minimum charging range there. It does close the gap.
Our forces shall have tools for their task.
Tools for the task. But you got the Rangers being upgraded immediately with the Pathfinder gear. That should immediately upgrade the sniper rifle, correct? I haven't seen them. Let's see. Sniper. Wait. The whole squad's now a whole sniper squad? Okay.
Time to add to our war panoply.
I know they did changes. I saw the melee version, which was a good support unit, but I did not realize with the game the sniper upgrades now a full sniper squad. Do they need? They do require setup time. Looks like good knockback there. The kinetic blast does not barely require knockback.
We must arm for even crueler warfare.
We do also have a Noise Marine squad deployed out of the field. These are Heretics trying to zone out these Rangers. Good detonation there, forcing back those Heretics. Now we got the Noise Marines advancing. With Guardian spotting them, the Pathfinders need to zone them out first. Got the Eternal War up in the Chaos Marines as well. Blast Grenade on top, thrown on top of those Noise Marines there. Gets a good damage there. And Howling Banshee, not the Howling Banshee, Warspite extra trying to tie up the Noise Marines of melee. Great damage coming out onto that Noise Marine squad. Guess up shoot generator may have went down right there. Good damage right there as well. Does force them back. Now we've got the Chaos Lord advanced as well. It does has been upgraded. The Combine Flame giving some more damage as well as a nice large incendiary quote-unquote grenade effect. Large incendiary barrage. Now it's burning down all 3 generators at once, getting some good damage in there. So Chaos Lord's now receiving a bit of fire from the Warspider X-Shark. This probably won't be enough to take out these generators. Get some good damage on them, but that could prime them up for another gen bashing. Thank you for the follow, Danny New. And repair up the power generators now. Very nice. Most people just leave them damaged. But with that Combine Flamer doing damage like that, you may want to cough off some of their health so it doesn't go down to another attack like that. Just going to capture that point there. It has Aspiring Champion upgrade.
We trust in your guidance.
And there is that Psychic Beacon, which I do believe that provides a good amount of vision in an area. Warspider X-Arc has been upgraded with a pair of upgrades. Heavy Gauge Depth Spinner grants a weapon knockback that was a bit more extra damage, as well as improved targeters getting increased range and range damage. And has topped off with the health of all those generators. The point itself could remain not topped off. Rangers are relying in weight with Macy Kinetic Blast. No, based on the amount of energy, I don't believe they have enough for Kinetic Blast. What does the second beacon look like? Just like a twisted piece of metal. Is it like the beacon sort of changed up a little bit, so it looks a little bit different? It does go ahead and fade out there now. Chaos Lord has been fully kitted out right now. Shield generators, however, goes down there as well. Plasma grenade was thrown, but he still has plenty of energy to absorb some motor shots there. The Guardian squads both are falling back now, which will allow the Noise Marines to quickly be able to destroy these generators with the perhaps the support of that Combine Flamer. Though I think all of his energy is consumed thanks to that shield. Carrier squad getting a little bit too close to the base, does get forced back now. Quick look at the Chaos Lord's upgrades. Of course, we know about the Combine Flamer. We've got the Harness Range, which grants 5 energy to the Chaos Lord and your own squad's in radius 10 with every strike of the Chaos Lord land in close combat. Also gets the health of 150 and health regen by 2.5. There's Combine Flamer ability. Not like a great cast area, but if it works, it works. And the Dark Halo, which allows him to use energy as health. And there's a Heavy Gauge Death Spinner gain, nice little stun shot there. And you've got new generators being deployed out as well. With immediately being retargeted there, and finally somebody I see in a replay targets down the quickly built generator as it's still being constructed. So it even gets a free snipe there. I don't know why, we don't see that all too often. Most time people just let it build and not focus it down immediately.
Generator operational.
And this time, it was. And it was successful. these generators maybe start being bashed, though he doesn't really have a force to do that. Guardians are nice, Rangers are nice, Warp Star is nice, but it will take a bit of time to pick off these generators. Not like a Noise Marine there. It does lay down some shield generators right there, and will be get one of them down now. Noise Marines are pushing the way forward with the Chaos Marines and the Chaos Lord. No Blastmaster. Tier 2 being researched by the Chaos Lord now, and Tier 2's already been researched by the Warp Spider. Looks like he will go ahead and get all these generators, or most of them. Paraplasma grenades there. One was annihilated, the other one gets knocked down, and one of those generators was saved. Does do a forward retreat there with the Guardian squads. Force by X-Shark needs to fall back real short as well, low on energy and health. And Heretics does force back the Ranger squad, though the Ranger still has all the models just a little bit wounded.
We are losing a victory objective.
And oh, he actually built some holy crap, that's a lot of generators. You have a Wraith Lord on the build queue. These generators will be wiped out. 5 is perhaps a little bit too many generators. The point will be deactivated there. The other generators will be burned up a bit. Heretic Squad is falling on back. And also the Combine Flavor's ability has fully been consumed. Chaos Squad will need to fall back relatively shortly as well, though if it Titan melee gets a bit more damage resistance. Now we've got the Wraith Lord advancing as well, trying to get some good hits there on the Chaos Lord. Good hit there, but the Chaos Lord should be able to keep on out there. And now we've got a Dreadnought. No Shuriken Cannon, so if one sees that Dreadnought, getting out Bright Lance on top of the Wraith Lord wouldn't be half bad. The other generator does go down. He does get a kinetic burst there. Should be able to keep on out there without getting wiped. And so does the Chaos Marines.
Generator operational.
Oh, we immediately got the Mark of Coh1 upgrade on the Chaos Dreadnought. Now the Noise Marines being reinforced. And the Chaos Marine is falling back. No additional generators for the Chaos Lord either. Oh, no, there is one over there. Both sides going for a lot of power generators. Chaos Lord is advancing, trying to tap the Guardian squads in from melee. Now he does spot this Dreadnought. With the Mark of Coh1 upgrade, he does have the Bright Lance upgrade as well. It looks like the Dreadnought will get the first strike in, so I think the Chaos Dreadnought is going to have a much better engagement right here. All the supporting forces now fully retreating back. Wraith Lord is trying to run away, to buy as much time as possible. The Warp Spider X-Shark has been upgraded with chest plate, the enhanced warp jump, which reduces the cooldown teleport by 4 seconds, increases jump range by 20, also increases health and energy regen.
One of our generators is under attack.
Going for the Noise Marines there, does get a good hit there, but 2 models will escape on out there. The Wraith Lord needs to maintain his distance, get that Bright Lance firing, but that Dreadnought is posing a bit of a threat. Chaos Lord's falling back now. And now we've got a squad of Plague Marines. Plague Marines, of course, can help slow and damage the Wraith Lord. Though getting hit by the Warp Spider and the Warp Spider X-Shark wouldn't be a great idea. Pathfinder's pitching shots as well. The Wraith Lord just maintains distance. Don't need to engage with Plague Marines. He has other good squads for that.
I trust there is purpose to this interruption.
The Warp Spider X-Shark will need to fall back really shortly. It's quite wounded at the moment.
The foul forces of chaos are in sight. Our camouflage holds.
Got a good hit there. Has been upgraded with the plasma guns, Mark of Zinch. And just getting some good damage there in that Chaos Marine squad at long range. Very nice. And he's just sitting there and taking it. On the left side, we got the Warp Spiders catching up the point there. Not the Warp Spider, X-Shark, just regular Warp Spiders. And now we've got a Shrine being built there. Blastmaster firing as well, though Mark of Corn Dreadnought should pass advance. Let's get that Blastmaster at range. Blastmaster now receiving some deadly melee hits there. Is he AFK? Okay, he does fall back now. Shrine has been complete, throws Paraplasma Grenades on top of it. Nowhere near enough damage to take that out, but we've got now the Shrine being under siege by the Wraith Lord. As we do got the Dreadnought trying to engage as well. And now the Shrine is still up and going, so it can be sowing out some temporary bloodletters. Wraith Lord does fall back there as well. Chaos Marine's falling back as well. So it sounds like the Warp Spider is now at level 4. And now got the temporary bloodletters being spawned out and dying. Warp Spider's teleporting to the map. He's not tasking these bloodletters to attack. He really should attack. He knows it's about point being decaptured. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mozark24. And looks like the Plague Marines does get spotted by the Warp Spiders once again and does get forced back. Teleports forward, trying to capture that point. Blastmaster is sitting on up and airs itself back down. Wraith Lord's now being upgraded with a Wraith Bone, which, if I remember correctly, gives him a health regen ability. Teleports down to the low ground there. The Warp Spider and the Warp Spider's X-Shark are grouped together. Can do some good damage there, but I have to make sure to stay out of range of the Chaos Lord, which does have the shield generator active as well. Does get the stun shot there on the Chaos Lord, as the Chaos Marine squad is receiving quite a bit of fire. Pair of Guardian Shields here, just trying to be a bit more defensive. More temporary bloodletters to do nothing and just die.
We listen. The enemy has targeted us.
And now the Chaos Lord shield has been worn off. Chaos Marine's no longer their aspiring champion there. And now the Chaos Wraith Lord's now advancing. Chaos Lord's following him back. This point will be fully captured up by the Chaos Marines. In fact, there's soon to be a double capture, triple capture in favor of the Chaos Lord, and he has 439 tickets, while his opponent has less than 250. We will see one, maybe two melee hits there. No, not even a single melee hit. Bit of an oversight. He could potentially got a swipe right there. Guardians are advancing. We'll run with the Blastmaster. The Blastmaster fires. Get some great AoE damage there. Rangers are going to go ahead and siege down that support weapon team. And rolls an absolute miss there. I haven't seen them miss that bad before. It must be the fact that they use a range artillery effect. Does get a nice knockback there. And so you have to judge, they have to get the scatter effect while going over the minimum arcing angle. Like Marines are engaging the Warp Spider at close range. It's going to be a relatively equal fight, including the fact of all the support they have. And looks like the Plague Marines does get forced back there. Up here, we've got the Chaos Lord advancing as well.
As ever, we serve the cry. I sense the start with a generation operation.
Guardian squad does get forced on back, along with the Ranger squad. It can't really do much against the Chaos Dreadnought at the moment. And now we've got a full Fire Prism being blown out. Both players reach tier 3. And are you kidding me? If this happens, I have to start over the replay. Now I have to reload the replay. And fast forward to that point. because of Steam losing connection. I hate it when Steam does that. Let me just go ahead and make sure Steam set me offline. Yeah, disconnected. If it remains disconnected, I'm perfectly fine for that. Now I have to wait for it to get back into place. The funny thing is, I have connections to Steam the entire time. I didn't lose any connection to my stream, so I have no idea what actually causes it.
Support structure. Support structure complete. Generator operational.
We are under attack from chaotic units. We are under attack from chaos.
And I can only go up to ×4 speed.
Our forces shall have tools for their task. Adding warp generator.
And that replay was probably approaching the end as well. It was going on for quite a bit of time.
It is time to add to our wall of hand.
We are better furnished for that.
Yep, those guys pulling back. That's the wait for Dreadnought and that one in the region.
For our cause.
We are assembling.
We are losing a victory objective.
Let's see. Enemy visible. Cargo visibility of enemies in the fog of war.
Strategic point.
I have no idea what that actually does. Doesn't look like it does anything.
Our warp fighter radar has gained a level.
Our reinforcements are here.
One of our generators is under attack.
Nope, that was sort of pointless. Gotta kill time somehow. Trying to wait for this thing to get back to place where it's left off.
The other host now wields greater weapons. Our guardians have given generator operational.
Yep. Remember that. The Shrine Cell has not been built yet. We'll at the 20-minute mark before that error happened. Oh, that graphical error sort of just stays there.
Generator operational.
Yep, the Shrine Cell has not been built.
We have 300 points remaining. Evolve or die.
Oh yeah, that's when they were just taking a lot of pot shots against that Chaos Marine squad. And there's a shrine now. Oh look, actually, those guys actually did something right there. Yep, that lunar shrine there.
We are under attack from chaotic units.
The bone senders have delegation gifts of war.
Okay, that's when the Wraith Lord had the Wraith Bone upgrade. There's the shield generators. That's when they capture the point. That's also when the Wraith Lord goes up and gets some swipes and then gain damage on in. Oh crap. I think we're at the point. Because there's a lot of dead heretics there that could be mistaken. Yeah, got tier 3 being researched. We already were at the point where tier 3 was being researched and Fire Prism was on the build queue. So we're not at the point just yet.
Adding warp generator.
That's when they force them back. Wait, it's your council? Okay, this is about it. Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and resume the castle replay right here. That's when the Guardian Squad and the Ranger Squad does fall back away from the Dreadnought. And I was going to go ahead and take time to slash up these generators right there. One does go down here. Wraith Lord's advancing slow. Guardian squads and the Ranger squad is advancing. Good damage there onto the Heritage squad. They do activate the ritual there. That is a very long range shot there, hitting the Wraith Lord. Getting some good damage there on the Wraith Lord now. Of course, got the Chaos Predator as with the Fire Priest both being deployed on out. Wraith Lord is quite wounded. He has 2 Guardian squads here for repairs, however. And plus he has a Wraith Bow. And looks he just load up the armor-piercing rounds right there. First round does connect there onto the Chaos Dreadnought. Now the Wraith Lord is going to be advancing as well, along with the Fire Prism. The Chaos Lords can't really say much around the region. Looks like the Noise Blaster does roll a miss there. And the Dreadnought would like to go down heaps. The Chaos Predator appears to have been cancelled, but it just got deployed. He immediately upgraded the Marcus Zinch variant as well. Actually, it was pretty delayed, actually being showed there, and the Marcus Zinch one just immediately came out. But either way, we do got also the temporary Bloodletter squad deployed now as well, which they do manage to take out that Wraith Lord. Very nice. It must be down to minimal HP. Warp Spider X-Arch does not have the Haywire Grenade upgrade, but do have the Warp Spider squad with the Haywire Grenade. Chaos Dreadnought does receive the Haywire Grenade now, as the Fire Prism starts engaging at long range. Next Fire Prism shot does take out the Dreadnought. Now the Fire Prism and the Chaos Predator will be engaging on 1-on-1. Fire Prism has a range range advantage, but the Chaos Predator is just overall has straight up damage, better damage on a 1v1 fight. Ooh, nice shot there. I wonder if they actually buff up the Zinch Lascom Cannon Predator so it can actually fit more effective versus fighting infantry, because investing all those resources just to fight against vehicles can be a bit difficult. Arm piercing rounds still loaded up, and knocking back the Plague Marines here. Here comes the last cannon shot. Gets a deadly hit there. It almost takes out half the health of the Predator tank, though that shot does rain horribly wide. Fire Prism is almost going on down. Good hit there. And there goes the Fire Prism tank. A pair of plasma grenades there onto the Chaos Predator as the Guardian Squad does fall back. Chaos Predator has now plenty of health and will maintain land superiority, armor superiority in the game. Though there's still the Wraith Lord here. Fresh Heretic Squad is on the build queue before we bring up the Predator tank. And it's still also Blast Master and Plague Marines for anti-vehicle damage. So the Chaos Lord has probably a bit too much anti-vehicle damage at the moment. Maybe not the Zinch variant would have been good, but perhaps maybe the Coh1 variant would have been a little bit better. Let's get a full squad wipe there onto that squad, onto the Chaos Marine squad. Oh wait, no, there's one model right there. They're just really spread apart. Now got the Chaos Lord now trying to withdraw as well. We're seeing quite a bit of fire on their tree. It does go ahead and run over that carcass.
We have 200 points remaining.
Now we do got some Wraith Guard being deployed on out. A good general purpose infantry unit.
We're under attack from chaotic units.
Good hits there onto the Warp Spider X-Shark or Warp Spider squad. And yeah, they must have definitely buffed up the Zinch variant, able to do a bit more damage versus generic infantry units. Haywire Grenade does connect. Plague Marine shots are coming on in. The Chaos Predator, there's gun back online, but it needs to retarget towards the Wraith Lord. Still hitting not the Wraith Lord. And the Bright Lance is getting some great damage right there. Wraith Lord is still in the region, getting some good damage onto it. Blast Master moving tight up the melee. The Chaos Predator is not eyeing to advance as well. Plasma Grenade thrown on the top of the Noise Marines there. And the Plague Marines are getting hit quite severely from the Warp Spider X-Shark.
As it was foreseen.
Chaos Predator now getting heals, not trying to pursue the Wraith Lord with his rear armor. And we do got this Chaos Shrine still here.
Chaos units have moved.
Wraith Guard has a Warlock support and make their way forward now.
are losing.
I'm not so sure how effective Wraith Guard are in melee versus Chaos Marines with Eternal War, but they do decide to fall back entirely. Chaos Lord is recapturing this VP now. As we got the Plague Marines firing against something, maybe that's a shield generator? Now we got the All Shark main deployed. Now it decides to immediately fall back.
It is time to add to our war panel. We have 100 points remaining.
And throws rounds, and even knocking back one of his own models right there. Friendly fire. Post-Battle Exarch does go to this VP. Will spot the Blood Layers, teleports forward. He's good damage there. Got the fusion gun upgrade there, and somehow firing the fusion gun while tied up in melee. Probably because things is captured the point. And the shrine will go down.
Hold! We have a new task.
Ever alert.
Post-Battle Exarch and Wraith Lord with two Guardians moving to the left flank. We got, of course, got the Rangers pulling out the Psychic Weakness to provide some good vision. Does get immediately, will get immediately. Oh wait, no, that's no Heretic there for spotting. Of course, the Archshark will fall back, being upgraded with the Battle Force Shield equipment. And good damage there on the Chaos Lord now. Blastmaster fires a shot there, getting a good hit there onto the Warlock, knocking him back. While the Wraith Guard will be walking away. Over here, we got the Post-Battle Exarch totally goes down there to the Chaos Predator. We also have this ritual in this region. Blastmaster, there's some good opportunity here. Did lose vision. Final Blastmaster shot onto the Warp Spider. Gets a direct hit there, gains some great damage. It does fall back before maintaining losses there. Wraith Guard does get a barrage onto the Chaos Marines there. Only gets one of the models. Now we've got the Great Unclean One being deployed out by the Chaos Lord. This generator will be cleaned on up.
One less generator.
And that generator does get cleaned on up. Chaos Lord will manage to save the point from being deactivated. Great Unclean will be a large power spike in favor of the Chaos Lord, though he is out in numbers, so it may be a bit hard for him to keep this area captured. By keeping the Chaos Predator and Heretics in this region, this area can be kept relatively under good control there. While his other force can make his way over here. Does get the stun shot there from the heavy gauge depth spinner of the Post-Battle Exarch, and good damage coming out onto the Chaos Lord now.
This is not safe. I shall endure.
Blastmaster finds a miss there as the Exarch is going to be tying up the Blastmaster up in melee. And we've got some good hits there onto the Chaos Marines, forcing them back as well. The Great Unclean One has been deployed. And he's making his way forward to the front line now.
Our forces shall have tools for their tasks.
This area is not being pursued. There are two Guardian squads, and of course the Wraith Guard itself. He looks like he's going to make his way forward now. Maybe not. Nope, just going behind heavy cover. And the Archshark does spot the Great Unclean One. He is great and unclean. Let's keep your distance and hold your nose.
We must not lose the day.
Great Unclean One is making his advance. Of course, there's at least one Haywire grenade. And we've also got now the anti-grav grenade to upgrade on the Post-Battle Exarch.
Our mission above all.
Guardian Squad is making its way forward. Does find the Wraith Guard, however, hitting the rear armor. Heretics have rotated around to the right flank. Does catch at this point there as well. SB. I'm not sure what SB means.
Our foe wish a more personal acquaintance with us.
We are locked with the enemy.
These forces are advancing as well. Chaos Lord is trying to capture that point as well. The Great Unclean One may just want to use one of its vomit ability over that wall in order to, that's very, very bunched up. It does get a nice grab right there, knocking back the entire force. Grab the War Spider X Shark in the mix as well. Ooh, not exactly a great cast right there as well, but it is, now has an aura of pestilence around him. Blast Master does fall on back now. Does vomit on top of the War Spider X Shark, but he's still captured the point now. So doesn't fall back, so we also got now some Chaos Terminators in the mix as well. Now that is some heavy units right there. The War Spider X Shark has plenty of resources at the moment. This point is being captured up as well as the Zinch Predator is making its way forward. Needs to return towards the Wraith Guard, or Wraith Lord. He's getting some repairs in the front line as well, as the Chaos Lord's going to be trying to tie him up in melee. And that Bright Lance gains some great damage there on the Chaos Predator. Chaos Predator does go down to the Wraith Lord. Just probably should have stayed back and get in some more healing. Chaos Lord has to be captured at that point as well. Now this double capture favor the Chaos player. Looks like the Heretic squad or the Chaos Marine squad did go down right here as well.
As it was foreseen.
And we got the Great Unclean One pursuing this force.
Strategic location spotted.
Bring around the posies.
Attack from chaotic units.
Bring around the rows, a pox full of posies. That's actually a little plague, a nursery rhyme. Chaos Lord down to 9 health, down to 0 health there. The Bright Lance getting a direct hit there. Heretic's trying to capture this point now. And this Blast Master getting some great hits there onto the Wraith Lord. The Wraith Lord's just standing there. It will likely go down. The Chaos Lord is now Deficiency 5. Level 5, I should say. Does get a great melee hit there, but the next Bright Lance Noise Blast shot should be able to kill. But it completely whiffs. Down to 20 health. It does use temporary bloodletters to come pop out in order to kill off that Wraith Lord. Down to 1 health there, and does go down once again to the temporary bloodletters. Or something went down to temporary bloodletters.
Ever alert.
Grand Clean One's capturing at this point there, and looks like the Chaos players are going to camp enough points to win the game. Single capture, slowly decaying away. This time, rather than the single capture, it's just 2 neutral points to go along with it. They're just going to try to capture at this point there, and he won't be able to recapture the point DPs in time.
This is most unfortunate.
It's Anna saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. While the game is loading, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back shortly. Probably could use it while I'm fast forwarding through the game. And I'm back. Let's see now. Oops. I think I hit open load replay. Or maybe not. Not fully, at least. Let's see now. How many 2v2s I have? It's currently 6:30. Each one's probably going to be around... Yep. Let's go and cast the 2v2s for the rest of the day. And that will probably be the end of the... I'll probably cast these 3 2v2s for the rest of the day. And that'll be it for the stream. I'm just going to switch over that. There we go. Got to move my avatar a little bit higher. And yep, 3 2v2s will be what I'll be casting for the rest of the day, and that will be night. If only one not so small hiccup. And those no music right now. One of my rules is, for those who may still be watching who have not seen my streams before, is the fact that I restart the replay if there's no music. Because music is good in this game. And there's sometimes some downtime in which the music at least keeps it nice and lively. Rather than me hear me hiccuping right now. At least prevent me. It occupies time. I can't speak today, I can't think today. So when can I ever... I can't speak, can I? Those days. Yep, there's music going. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. I'm on the south side as the Tech Marine. We have a foreign name, and his teammate as a Tech Marine, we have a foreign name. Spawn's opponent as the Lord Commissar, we have 40% Cry, and the Lord General Fog. So, Tech Marines versus the Imperial Guard. Pair of Sentinels, pair of... I cannot think today. A Guardsman Infantry Squad. I just cannot think. We got a little bit of variation of build over here. Second Scout versus Scout Tactical Marine. Not uncommon in 2v2s to see 2 Scouts in 2v2s. And there is active player base for the, if you get down with the Elite mod, and this is part of the Elite mod. The Elite mod is a player-made patch, balanced patch. It really does balance out the game quite a bit. The Elite mod community is quite healthy, to say the least. There's a Discord channel if you go to their site as well. The VP is being decaptured up by the Sentinel Squad. Lord General is engaging the, what's it called, Scout Squad inside the garrison as well. Over here, Imperial Guardsmen advancing, trying to perhaps repair up the Sentinel while in combat. The Sentinel does need a bit of repairs. Has to start an upgrade as well, and we do not see the Stomp upgrade as well, so he does do a nice little bluff there with his Imperial Guardsmen. Not Imperial Guardsmen, Sentinel. His other Imperial Guardsman squad is advancing. We've got the Lord Commissar now being upgraded with the comparative pace armor. Scout Squad does get forced back now as this Guard Squad is quite wounded, as the Sentinel himself is quite wounded as well. Tech Marine is advancing. And now we do have these Tactical Marines advance as well. Getting some great damage there on the Sentinel as the Imperial Guard Squad does fall back. Sentinel has Tech Marine has not seen any upgrades, nor has the Tactical Marines. Oh, here he is starting to repair up the Sentinel now, and going for multi-last turret. Speaking of which, we got a Devastator Marine deployed out as well. Does suppress this Guardsman squad. There's of course one set of deployable cover, one of Dragon's Teeth. Lord Commissar here, of course, has been upgraded the comparative case armor, gains some health regen, and reduce the cooldown of Inspired Courage. Generators are being focused down. Well, not exactly focused. The fire is being spread over quite a bit. The Scout Squad does have a shotgun upgrade. We've got this Scout Squad here being upgraded with Sergeant as well. We likely will see a frag grenade thrown from the high ground. Another multi-las turret here. I've never seen such aggressive multi-las turret play before. Now there's 2 multi-las turrets out on the field. 2 generators are down, and now for one last generator should be easy to focus fire them. Grenade is thrown on the turret, does get some great damage there, but doesn't take it out, but it's pretty close to going down. Up north, we've got the Lord General and the Imperial Guardsman and Sentinel advancing. We've got the Mastercraft Bolter, allows them a snipe shot, along with a Scout Sniper. Devastator's trying to set on up as well. It does not have advanced cogitators, or advanced targeting. But it should do enough damage either way. These guard squads have seen quite a bit of fire now, and no stomp upgrade on the Sentinel either. These Imperial Guardsmen may just need to fall back entirely. One Imperial Guardsman to almost get wiped out. He needs to fall back. Got this Sentinel, his teammate Sentinel could advance forward. This one has been upgraded with the Stomp upgrade, and that squad does, or guard squad does get fully wiped. Does use a Stomp there, knocking back the Tech Marine there, but that's about it. And these forces will need to fall back. Up north, we got the Casual Devils deactivating that node that's being built. And this point is being captured up by the Imperial Guardsmen as well. Lord of Commissar is slowly advancing, does run out of energy for its shield. Tech Marine is receiving quite a bit of fire now.
Complete. Our fortifications are under assault.
3 generators deployed on out. We do have the heavy weapons team being deployed forward as well.
Scouts ready.
An ally has secured a
Tactical
position
Marines
point.
and Sniper is advancing. Tactical Marine is behind some heavy cover. We've got the Lord General now being upgraded to grenade launchers. Casual Devils and the Guardsman is preparing the Sentinel as well. The point does get deactivated there as the Tactical Marine squad is behind heavy cover, taking out with the Imperial Guardsmen. We could see the grenade launcher barrage there. We got the move ability being from the Lord General because he has a grenade launcher upgrade and going for the Sergeant upgrade now. Good knockback there from the Casual Devils. And looks like this, and Tech Marine is falling back entirely. We've got the Scout squads advancing as well. We've got the one upgrade shotguns, the other one's just upgraded the Sergeant. Devastator Marines is receiving a bit of fire as well, and we've got the Easterners deployed on the front line for the Imperial Guardsmen. Going for some heavy cover there, but Devastator is set on up, suppressing down these forces. We also got a demolition charge there, an IED from the Cajun Devils. And we've also got a Tactical Marine drop pod, knocking back the Heavy Weapons team. Heavy Weapons team needs to do a full retreat now, prone to being wiped at this moment. Sentinel could charge forward for a stomp, does throw a grenade there, but knocking back most of his own teammates' Tactical Marine squad.
Allied infantry are dying. We must support.
Does get a nice little stun there onto the Scout squad. We've got these forces advancing as well.
Fortifications are under assault.
He does fall back with all the squads down here. We do got his team is Tactical Marine, and as well as his Tactical Marine is advancing forward as well. Sentinels receive quite a bit of fire there, and the Imperial Guardsman is also suppressed. He needs a Commissar to execute one of his own models to advance forward with that Devastator in the region.
Issuing new weapon loadouts.
Looks like both the Imperial Guards players going for Tier 2. One of the Tech Marines is going for Tier 2 as well.
We have 300 points remaining.
Got people speaking foreign. I cannot speak foreign. And I got a Manticore and Chimera being deployed on out. Imperial Guardsman is moving forward as well, being inspired by the move ability of the Lord General. Casual Devils are quite wounded there. Does get some damage there. Now Tech Marine is trying to tie up the Casual Devils in melee, and the Casual Devils do fall back. Sentinel is still in the breach as well, and now they've got the Snipers advances forward as well, getting some good shots in, forcing back the Imperial Guardsmen. Tier 2 now being visited by both Tech Marines. Good grenade there onto the Devastator Marines, and it looks like he will get wiped out. Though the gunner himself, there goes down. Over here we got the Tactical Marine squad with a flamer. Just got some good bashing done there. We do have Imperial Guardsmen inside the structure, which sounds like great against a flamer. But we'll receive some reinforcements here from the Chimera as the Lord Commissar is advancing. The Tech Marine is falling back. Casual Devils are advancing as well. Could use some more reinforcements as well. And the Manticore has been spotted. Scout squad is falling back, so Chimera is still loaded up with Imperial Guardsmen.
An ally has secured a power node. Adding power generation.
And that Sentinel does go down.
Requisition point to the enemy.
Devastator Marine is falling back now and should be able to skip out no problem. These generators could be reclaimed, this drop pod could be destroyed, and ooh, this the Lord of Commerce was lost quite a bit in force. He's getting out some stormtroopers now. He still has his Chimera, he lost his Sentinel and the Cajun Devils. No, he didn't have the Cajun Devils. He lost Devastator and his Sentinel, so he's a little bit sparse, but the stormtroopers will be a nice little item for him. You can upgrade with melta guns in order to melt vehicles. Speaking about melta guns, Tech Marine has been upgraded with a melta gun and is going for the refractor field now to get while to use energy as help. And tactical missile launcher has been deployed out by the Tactical Marine Squad. The Chimera is getting a lot of healing, but receiving quite a bit of fire. The Lord of Commodore is tying up the Tech Marine up in melee, preventing him from using that melta gun. And now the missile launcher is firing away, getting some great damage there on the Chimera. The Chimera needs to fall back entirely. Stormtroopers will get some great damage there, wipes out the Tech Marine there. Another missile launcher hit there. He's trying to repair it up. Devastator Marines on their way forward as well. Tactical Marines fires the missile launcher shot, kicks out the Chimera there. And now the Stormtroopers are actually upgraded overcharge hot shot las cannons or las guns, which means he also gets the frag grenade ability. Tactical Marines tying up the Stormtroopers on melee. Tactical Marines do have decent melee and does get a nice grenade there with his Stormtroopers and wipes out the Tactical Marine squad thanks to that grenade. The Guard squad will need to fall back relatively shortly as well. Maybe a good idea for him to get out some Ogren. Tactical Marines falling on back as well, or forward, and stomp. In the middle, we got the Scout Squad capturing up the 2 central points. The Lord General is falling his way back as well. So it's a grenade launcher upgrade. No melta guns just yet. The Cajun Devil Squad does fall back, and that there was actually Cajun Devil's IED there, taking out the Tech Marine. And now here comes the Manticore Barrage completely whipping.
An ally has taken a victory point.
That
was getting a nice little kill there on the Stormtroopers. Another Stormtrooper squad being deployed out. I do love my Stormtroopers. And the Tech Marine here may get wiped out. There's a lot of fire coming onto him. Looks like the Scout Squad gets a good grenade there, wipes out the Imperial Guards, and he's having trouble keeping squads alive. Lord of Commerce are now trying to pursue those forces now and trying to capture that point there. And now here comes a Whirlwind. Whirlwind rocket launcher is now deployed on out, which will provide some great support and suppression on these squads. Not exactly suppression per se, but just a lot of knockback suppression, I guess you could call it. Disruption, that's the term. Devastator deployed out of Assault Cannon now out on the field. Cajun Devils appear not to have the melta gun nor the Sarge upgrade. Manticore Rockets trying to hit that Devastator or the Dreadnought. And completely whiffs right there. Could go for cracked missiles on his Sentinel as well. But right now he needs an anti-vehicle weapon. Both Stormtroopers are upgraded with overcharge hotshot las cannons, but we do got the anti-vehicle melee weapon for the Lord Commissar. He's going straight for the Whirlwind. He's ripping it apart himself. But one more slice, he could have got the kill there. Here comes a flare. He may be eyeing for a grenade or two. You notice these landmines are swept thanks to the fact that these scouts do have camouflage spotting. Tech Marine does fall back there, and the Whirlwind will stay alive. Oh, in the center, we've got the Imperial Guardsmen. Cajun Devils are advancing. We've got Flamer Squad on one of them as well. Good grenade launcher barrage onto the Tactical Marine Squad. The other Tactical Marine Squad is advancing. Now here comes a Manticore rocket. He has not responded all too well. Great knockbacks there as well. and the other 2 rockets were not very well predicted.
Fight on and drive the enemy back.
We do got another demolition charge right there. Does not get spotted. And now here comes some more whirlwind rockets. The scouts do get spotted there. Frag grenade thrown. Does avoid it by rushing forward. Does receive some splash, however. Another stormtrooper being caught up by the Lord Commissar. Hopefully it's anti-vehicle. He needs to melt the guns. The scout squad does get stunned by the Sentinel Stomp. And more rockets raining on in. Stormtrooper squad does fall back there. Now do have a... No, that's regular Dreadnought, not a Venerable Dreadnought. Now we've got global repairs being activated by one of the Tech Marines to save this whirlwind. And he will go ahead and fall back. Devastator's inside the garrison as well. Up north, we've got a Lehman Russ to put out on the field. While using red points to get a quick spawn there. Good hit there onto the Dreadnought. And this one has also been upgraded to hotshot las guns, overcharged hotshot las guns, no melta guns. And this generator has either been fully bashed again, or it was never ever rebuilt. Oh, that's Scout Squad. There may be some grenades on the retreat path. Does throw a lot of grenades, all 3 of them. That's wiped. I think he needed all 3 of them to get the wipe there, but securing the wipe is quite handy. Scout squads are quite nice indeed, and we've now got a multi-melt on this Dreadnought. Tech Marine being pursued. We've got a nice whirlwind rocket barrage as well. Now Devastator's being deployed on out. He needs a las cannon.
Strategic points.
Lord Commissar trying to pursue that Tech Marine. I hear a... Was that Predator or was that the Lehman Russ?
An ally has taken a victory point.
It does get a wipe there.
This is Imperial territory now.
Technology unlock beginning.
We got Tier 3 being researched by both Tech Marines. The Lord General has gone for Tier 3, but the Lord Commissar has not. Lord Commissar is lacking requisition. Can't requisition that at this time. Okay, that was a horrible pun. We've got one tactical missile launcher here. We've got the Sentinel missile launcher as well. Yes, Retribution is standalone. I probably should have mentioned that. My apologies. Tech Marine has gone down, and the heavy weapons team is falling them back. The assault barrage does come forward on getting some great hits there onto these stormtroopers there. The Dreadnought's being activated healed by the global repairs. We've got the Lehman Russ getting some great damage there as well. This Dreadnought may go down. Whirlwind barrage is raining on in. Crack missiles raining on in. And we've got the Lehman Russ charging on forward. And now we've got a Orbital Strike raining on in. Getting a couple of Imperial Guards model. He does run into that one. He's trying to, yes, to thread the needle, but looks like he may lose his Imperial Guard squads. Imperial Guard squads is alive, but barely. And the Whirlwind is falling on back. Scout squad is retreating. And does fall back there as well. Tactical Marines does find some hits there. And we've got a mine drop there as well. Lord General's going to try to tie him up in melee. We've got the Tactical Marines forced to hit engage into the Stormtrooper squads. Stormtrooper squads are falling on back. I think he may have lost one. Yeah, that one just got... It went down right there. Lord General's engaged as well. Lehman Russ is still firing. Lehman Russ has plenty of health at the moment. He gets great hits there on these Tactical Marine squads. The Tactical Marines don't have a lot of BPs remaining. They've been doing great in the game and combat, but haven't been able to secure territory all too well. And it looks like the Tactical Marine squads are falling back, and now this single capture made all that's needed to win the game for the Imperial Guardsmen.
capturing one of our
Dreadnought's unable to get its multi-melt in range of the Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ, of course, had the Vanquisher Cannon, gaining some extra range.
installing
Craft Missile does connect, so Global Affairs being activated. Whirlwinds eyeing some close range barrages. The point. Tech Marine does get knocked back there by the Casual Devils. Scout Squad's trying to come forward as well, trying to dogpile on top of this point. And Lehman Russ is getting some shots there on the Whirlwinds now. Look at the Global Burst, get them nice health healed up. Oh, and the Lord of Commissars are completely out of units. Trying to get some Ogrins. And maybe one reason why he's chatting so much. And the Lehman Ross does receive a bit of a barrage right there. Sentinels receive a bit of fire trying to decapture that point, but there's a last cannon Devastator somewhere. There it is.
understood.
Ogren has been put out. Got the Bonehead Sergeant as well. Lord Commissar's advance as well. Got a nice knockback there. Those off frag grenade. Ogren do partially dodge it. You got a number of Tarantula sentry guns being deployed out by the Tech Marines. Good knockback there. And now the Ogren are pushing way forward. They do get suppressed there thanks to the Tarantula sentry gun. His teammate's going for a second Lehman Russ. And the Ogren are getting continuously suppressed thanks to the Tarantula sentry gun. The Bonehead Sergeant did in fact go down right there. And now got the Manticore Barrage knocking back these forces. Predator taking now advanced as well, trying to get some good damage onto these Ogrins. The Ogrins need to fall back. He's about to lose them as well. And they're fully wiped. Now he has nothing again. Northern VP has been decaptured, being recaptured by the Imperial Guardsmen. Just need to regroup your forces and go for one last engagement. They only have 16 tickets remaining, and you only need to secure this point for a short amount of time. Here, shots going off as the Predator, Las Cannon Predator. Looks like he's going to try to win the game all by himself, based on what I can read of some of the English. And now we do have a Plasma Cannon Devastator. Very nice. Lord Commissar does say hi. And he receives quite a bit of damage right there. Whirlwind Barrage rains on in, knocking the Lord Commissar out from cover. And the Multi-Melt Dreadnought does get some good melee hits there. The Lord Commissar is down to 200 health out of 861. So yeah, the Lord Commissar needs to fall back. Bauer to get wiped out once again. Does do a full retreat action now. Ogren being put out. I would say Melt-A-Gun Sword Troopers would be a bit better. Does find the Plasma Cannon Devastator as the last Cannon Devastator is also hitting in, firing in as well. Casual Devils will camouflage right here as well. They could try to camouflage and try to capture the point. And go ahead and revive his teammate right now. That is a bunker that was built by him, probably repair bunker. Now that was the repair bunker upgrade now. And the Lehman Russ seems a bit more rocket fire there, but should be topped off health now. Another Tarantula sentry gun being deployed on out. Over here, we got the Scout Sniper falling him back. And now it looks like the Lord Commissar is going for this power point, which actually is distracting his opponent quite a bit. There's also a Predator in this region as well. The point will be deactivated. And now he's going to try to focus down that Dreadnought. He does have a lot of anti-vehicle weapons here, that's for sure. The Ogryn will need to fall back really shortly. The Ogryn are almost wiped out. One model remaining. The Bonehead Sergeant goes down as well. Now global repairs being activated, and now the Lord Commissar is down to dead.
We must act now.
Now Lehman Russes are advanced as well. We'll find a lot of anti-vehicle weapons as well. Does use their hazard repair bunker in this region to help him out, but there's nothing too critical at this moment in time. Predator Tank has received quite a bit of fire. It does have the global repair ability being activated as well. And now we've got something being pulled out there. Could be a drop pod of Venerable Dreadnought. Yep, it's a Venerable Dreadnought coming as well, coming for some slaps. Takes out one of the Lehman Russes there. Second Ogryn has been pulled out by the Lord Commissar, and these forces do fall back. He may lose those Imperial Guardsmen. And that squad does get wiped out, and there goes that squad as well. And that's the end of the replay. This is Anna Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, sorry about that. Are you still by chance there? Jaw Daddy Reginald? Long story short, yes. The only game you need to get the multiplayer elite mod is just Retribution. To download the what's it called? The mod itself. I'm pulling up a web browser now. I have it saved right here. You just need to go to this site here. I'm just going to post it in the chat. Or not log. Just this site here. In which you just need to let's see now, latest post. Here we go. Patch notes and download links. Nope, that's just the notes. Complete study, watch, talk, play. Where was it? Here we go. Top left corner. Go to Elite, download, and download the either your choice. And when you install it, you simply just have to select the wherever you have your Dawn of War 2 Retribution install located at, probably in Steam. And you will need to launch the new shortcut that's on your desktop and not the the Steam application. It's not the mod is not through the Steam Workshop, but it is quite easy enough to download and install. A simple run exe. Sorry about that. I sort of wanted to focus on casting the replay before I try to explain it through it, so because I got a little bit distracted. But either way, let's go on to the next replay. I just don't feel like I want to give basically I want to give a person good directions, not in the sort of half-assed directions, even though that's a bit half-assed directions I gave you anyways. Sorry about that. And here we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Chaos Lord. We have 4 names. Spawning as his Eversor assassin ally, we have Broodwitch. Spawning as the Lord Commissar as their opposition, we have 40% Cry. And as the Hive Tyrant, we have Olev, the Hive Tyrant. We got 2 Termagant Broods, got Sentinel falling to Imperial Guardsmen. Yep, we do. Got 2 Heretics into a Chaos Marine Squad, and Strike Squad over here.
Moving to cover.
Do note there's also a bit of UI issues when you ever play in 4K. Those Inquisitor Stormtroopers do go ahead, get chased by the Hormagaunts, but the Hormagaunts do get forced back. Hormagaunts do not last very long, and you can see why. It's almost dead, but then again, it's getting triple team, down to 20 health. It's pretty close, but should escape on out there. The Termagant squad will get closed on by the Strike squad now, and we've got this Termagant squad here. Overall, some bad engagement by the Hive Tyrant. Strike Squad is going to be pursuing these Termagants back to its hive. Hive time's moving ways down center. We've got the Lord Commissar engaged the Imperial Guardsman. Imperial Guardsman does get inside the garrison. And now we got the Stomp upgrade for the Sentinel. And he gets himself backed into a corner. The Chaos Lord does receive a stun there from the Sentinel. Can't be knocked back, but at least can be stunned. Heretic squads are advancing as well. Does get some good damage there onto Lord Commissar, and he does fall back to Lord Commissar. Chaos Marine squads now engaging as well onto the Imperial Guardsmen. As well as got some early grenade launchers here, would be great for the garrison itself. I do love the grenade launcher upgrade. Get some good steady AoE damage there. Sentinels receive quite a bit of fire there. We'll need some repairs from the Imperial Guardsmen. Over here we got the Hormagaunts forcing back the Evasaur Assassin with the Hive Tyrant as well, for Termagants. Now the Hormagaunt squad is engaging the Strike squad now, getting some good melee hits in. And over here we do got knockback grenades there onto the Imperial Guardsmen from the Heretics. Chaos Marines are trying to engage the Sentinels as well. The Sentinel's quite wounded. The Sentinel will need to fall back sooner rather than later. The Sentinel's almost going down, try to get repaired up, and does go down. Imperial Guard squad is falling on back. This one is quite wounded as well. Will fall back now. Over here, I hear the Termagants. 3 squads of Termagants now out on the field. That's a lot of Termagants. Hopefully get some sort of synapse to increase the range damage. We got the Chaos Ritual being activated now. Getting some minor damage right there. He's mostly missing the grenades, but luckily the assault rifles and bolters are able to get some good damage in. Lord Commissar will be collapsed on in by the Heretic squad, and we've got the Chaos Lord quite wounded, but still going ahead go back in himself. Up north, we do got the Termagants capturing up these various points as well. And mostly he is affected by some sort of synapse, I believe. Improved synapse. Grants the passive improved synapse ability, increases the health of allied unit non-hero synapse units by 25%. Also affects the basic synapse. Also increases the Hive Tyrant's health by 150. So not exactly a range damage, but health upgrade, which is not bad for synapse, seeing these guys tend to get disintegrated pretty easily since they're a bunch of light units. AoE effects affect them hard. Wait, is this a... Did he have 2 Sentinels out? That's a freshly built Sentinel. Yeah, that's a freshly built Sentinel because of lack of veterancy. The answer can go to this Sentinel there. We got 2 Chaos Marines in the street as well as 2 Heretic squads deployed. 1 Power Generator deployed out by the Imperial Guardsmen as well. Lord Commissar does receive a model detonation there, and now that his teammates Termagants coming in to support him as well. This Chaos Marine squad is quite wounded. It will need to fall back. Does fall back. Both fall back. And these forces will go ahead and pursue. Heretic squad will manage to retreat as well. Let's get a nice little toxin sack right there, and the Evasaur has to drop something right there. I'm not sure what though. Actually, that could be Inquisitorial Operatives. I really don't know much about the Grey Knights all too well. Sentinels are quite wounded. Does force back the Inquisitorial Operatives now. And these guys have fallen back up the hive. Over here, we got these forces. Still only 1 grenade launcher squad. And now the Chaos Marines and the Chaos Lord are advancing. We got a multi-last turret being deployed on now. The multi-last turret is not really that great, honestly. It does get the multi-last turret now fully built. Up north, we got the Hive Tyrant force back the Inquisitorial Operatives. And this Inquisitorial Operatives is shooting quite a bit of fire as well. They will need to fall back. Almost going down as well. Does get some good damage there. Evasaur Assassin's upgraded with the Chem Cloud Grenade, suppresses units, as well as making them do less damage. Over here, we got these forces falling back. We got some Noise Marines. Nope, that was not Noise Marines. That's still the Grenade Launcher Squad. some tank traps being deployed on out, which is pretty much just meant for heavy cover. The heavy weapons team has been deployed out as well, getting some great suppression there. But we've got the Combine Flamer getting some great hits there, burns the multi-blast turret there. Hero Guard squad in here is also quite good as well. They will need fallback sooner rather than later as well. Grenade Launcher squad mainly applies some knockback grenades onto the Devastator or heavy weapon squad. Up north we do have the Hormagaunts engaging the power generator. Good damage there onto the Sentinel. And these forces are starting to make their way forward. And we do got the Lord Commissar has been upgraded the compare case armor and the power sword. These Imperial Guardsmen are quite wounded, so is the Lord Commissar. These guys should fall back, these guys should start repairing up. Inquisitorial operatives now have a strike squad to support them. A lot of Hormagaunts here. Does draw a grenade, does dodge that grenade there. And dodge that grenade as well. Those incendiary grenades were avoided. Brood nests here. Interesting. That'll give them some forward reinforcements. And we got a third Chaos Marine. What the heck? Okay. That's a lot of requisition investment. We got tier 3 or tier 2 being researched by everybody except for the Evasaur Assassin right now. Heavy Weapons team has its work cut out for him. Knockback grenades are in the air. Knocking back the Heavy Weapons team does force them back. They should be able to keep on out there. They have all 4 of the models still alive. They will receive quite a bit of fire, however. One model does go down now, second model does go down, but his HQ is right here. He does go ahead and deactivate this power point now. We do got the Evasaur Assassin, also upgraded the Executioner Pistol, which grants a neurotax ability, which is both a bit of a slow and a snipe ability. Evasaur Assassin is trying to engage this Sentinel now. No, it looks like he's doing a full retreat. Good grenade right there. We've got the Hormagaunts and the Hive Tyrant now advancing as well. The Imperial Guardsman may need to fall back. The Sentinel is quite a bit wounded, but does deactivate some of these points for his teammate. Over here, the Termagants are start engaging these generators. One generator does go down. And we do got an ability right there, which does reduce line of sight quiet by a significant amount. We've gotten a flare being cast in by the Lord Commissar, and the Hive Tyrant could advance forward has been upgraded. Also, the Rending Talons giving him some more melee capability as a seismic roar ability. One model detonated from the Heretic squad. Sentinel's falling back, so those Imperial Guardsmen, just these guys. Are getting overran. Does lose the Sentinel there. He has also an Imperial Guardsman as well. The Hormagaunts may get wiped out as well. The Grenade Launcher squad is falling back for the Heretics. The Chaos Lord, it does have a Combine Flamer as well as the Lord Commissar is falling back as well. Strike squad is in the mix as well. They're trying to pursue the Lord Commissar. The Commissar does go down there. We do got a Venom Brood now deployed out, which can be upgraded to Bio Launcher, which may be a good idea because they're fighting against a whole lot of infantry, not vehicles. Don't X, I think that's retreat. Does take up the Hive Tyrant there as well. And now we do got the Chimera deployed on the field. We've got the temporary Bloodletters trying to pursue. And now the Chimera is trying to roam around, but they don't have any garrison inside of them, so they don't have access to the Pinto Mounts. Both of the Blues heroes are down, so one needs to get back in so they can revive his teammate. I think Lord Commissar will either both of them are relatively easy to secure, but maybe the Lord Commissar will back out so they can pick up the Hive Tyrant. Chimera is still in the mix of everything. And I think there is actually a unit in the loaded back of it. It looked like an Imperial Guardsman almost saw for a brief moment. These forces are advancing as well. Grenades are raining on in for very effective versus the Imperial Guardsmen. Devastator trying, or heavy weapons team trying to set on up as well. Does get a man set on up, but we got another heavy weapons team. So there's actually 2 heavy weapons team now deployed out on the field. That's what I saw. Needs to keep the Imperial Guardsman with the Chimera to get it repaired and mounted for a mount players. I've got an autocannon upgrade as well. Interesting. Imperial Guardsman see some grenades there as well as we've got the Chaos Marines are engaging. Autocannons start hitting that power node, trying to get it deactivated. This heavy weapons team are advanced as well. This Chaos Lord, however, will go ahead and potentially flank the heavy weapons team. Doesn't manage to get any body block there, so the heavy weapons team will need to fall back. Yeah, they need a full Imperial Guard squad in order to get those pinton mounts firing. And they may lose this heavy weapons team because he's not getting inside the Chimera is a good idea. Up north, we got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers do take out a capillary tower right there. Got 1 synapse generator as the Strike Squad will be hacking apart the power point. The Venom Brood has been upgraded to range synapse, which can increase the range damage to nearby units. That's why he went for the Venom Brood, not for the bio launches, but for the synapse. Very nice. The heavy weapons team did go down. I can see he only has 1 remaining, and this is the autocannon 1, which actually the autocannon 1 may have been wiped. The autocannon 1 was actually wiped out, not the other one. The Chimera needs to fall back, along with the Lord Commissar. These guys are making an advance, trying to get some good damage in. We do got the Purgatation Squad with their heavy autocannon deployed out as well. Termagants are going to be tying them up in melee. Senior Grenade does come out onto those Termagants. And the Hormagaunts does force back the Purgatation Squad. The Hive Tyrant may be able to get the wipe there, does get the wipe there. Strike Squad is falling back. Termagant Squad, or Hormagaun Squad, it will fall back in time. Does get the Poison Sack ability there onto the Strike Squad, and nice size before they're knocking back the Strike Squad. Over here we do have the Dreadnought deployed on out with the auto cannon. No upgrades on it just yet. Speaking about auto cannon, got the other Devastator upgrade the auto cannon now. Knockback grenades does knock back the auto cannon now. And now the Imperial Guardsmen are getting ripped apart, does get reinforcements there. Autocannon's trying to hit that Dreadnought. It's more of a soft counter than a hard counter. And now the Dreadnought's going to be tying up these forces up in melee. He needs to do a full retreat now. And he does save the heavy weapons team by getting inside the garrison. Actually, and we've got now a last cannon Devastator right now, a last cannon heavy weapons team. Autocannon trying to set on up as well. He may get 1 more last cannon shot. Does get 1 more last cannon shot there, but there's not enough damage there. The autocannon needs to rotate around and hit that Dreadnought. The last cannon does need to fall back. Now we've got a mine drop here. That should be quite good. We've got the Venom Brutes advancing. He needs to hit that Dreadnought for his teammate, or else he may lose everything. And there goes the Dreadnought now. But you've got the Chaos Heretics here. They do have the Aspiring Train, which is a mine detector, a camouflage detector. So these mines will not be detonating anytime soon. Got a mass retreat here of these forces. They do fall back. And now we've got some gen bashing here by the Inquisitor operatives. Will take a bit of time to get them all, but he will eventually. Got a pair of power generators deployed out here as well. No additional power generators right here. That's a safer spot than right here. And it looks like these Termagants will be falling back. Now we do got the Neurothrope being thrown out. That is tier 3. He already has tier 3, okay. The Neurothrope is being deployed. Not the Zenithrope, but the Neurothrope. Heavy spellcaster, but it's simply enough. Excuse me. We got one moment. We do have a Blastmaster now upgraded with a Noise Marine. That should be very effective versus both the Imperial Guardsmen and the Hive Tyrant. The Blastmaster annihilates light infantry such as like the Hormagaunts, Termagants, and Imperial Guardsmen. And will still be effective versus vehicles. Chimera sees a nice deadly hit there. Autocannons right here. I hear, oh, that's Neuronthrope's ability, isn't it? Neuronthrope is now out in the field. These guys are advancing with the support of the Neuronthrope. We do have the Eversword Assassin now fully kitted out and now getting Assault Armor, which gives them the charge ability and some health and health regen. Blastmaster rolls a hit there on the Primus Psyker. Not exactly a great unit from the hit though. Lord of Commissar has gone down. Blastmaster lining up a shot, trying to hit the heavy weapons team. And now the Eversword Assassin is going on for our Terminator Librarian. Ooh, we got some temporary bloodletters being put out. The autocannons could fire some shots in there, but gets tied up melee by the bloodletters and deadly hit there on the Imperial Guardsmen, wiping out half of that squad. Termagants are now advanced as well. Blastmaster is falling back. But you also got the Chimera in this group as well with the last cannon hitting the generators. Zenithrope, getting a nice hit right there, or Neuronthrope. Neuronthrope's not falling back. It does have the retreating capability. It's not a vehicle, just a really heavy infantry unit. Venom Brute's advancing slow. The Termagants are trying to hit these Chaos Marines there as the Chaos Lord is getting some good damage in. Got some multiple stun grenades, snare grenades there onto the Chimera, knocking him out. Primus Psyker getting a nice spell cast there, as well as more landmines being cast on down, perhaps hitting stuff on the tree path. Hormagaunts are trying to tie up these Inquisitor Stormtroopers up in melee, but receive a nice little Cinder Grenade there. Capillary Tower being deployed out as well. Another Cinder Grenade was thrown. And does... Oh, he's receiving quite a bit of fire there. He may need to fall back sooner rather than later because the Hormagaunts are about ready to go down. Imperial Guardsmen are getting ripped apart thanks to the Chaos Lord in the mix of as well. The Chaos Lord is at level 6. Both of Blue's heroes are down as well. I hear the Blastmaster right there as well. That's going to be a deadly spot for him. Neuronthrope does activate ability there. I really don't know what all the abilities exactly do for the Neuronthrope. All I know is that try to avoid being inside that green area fighting against the Neuronthrope. I think he's hitting quite a bit of friendly fire damage on that Noise Marine there with the Combine Flamer. Now we do have a Carnifex deployed on out, going for the melee upgrade, the Thornback upgrade, so it's going to be a very durable Carnifex, a good front line for him. Eversword Assassin is suppressed, has swapped out the Executioner Pistol with the Neuro Gauntlet. He does get some stun snare grenades there onto the Carnifex. It is classified as a vehicle. Good hit down the Strike Squad. Ooh, great hit there by the Terminator Librarian as well. These ones are advancing. Grenade launchers are really effective with Imperial Guardsmen. Activates Ritual now, as these guys are getting some great damage and going to be forced back to the Imperial Guardsmen, no problem. The Lord Commissar is going to bring back the Hive, his teammate's Hive Tyrant, but has spent too much time just sort of standing around. But he should be able to get him recovered. The Hive Tyrant's now recovered. Good idea for both of them to retreat back this time. Temporary Bloodletters trying to pursue the Primus Psyker. The Primus Psyker will stay alive. Does get a good snare there on the Chaos Lord. as well as a decent hit there as well. Grenade launcher, knockback grenades from the Chaos Heretics does come forward. The Lord Commissar does go down. Prime Sector and these forces getting some good damage there on the Chaos Heretics, but having been trouble there, it does throw a flare that reduces their range. And now that the Chaos Marines are advancing forward. Chaos Marines don't have any sort of weapon upgrade. He could go with the Mark 1 against some nice melee ones. Because he could use a melee Chaos Marines there. Speaking of which, Chaos Marines are about to get themselves ripped apart. They're oh so low in health. Prime Psyker does fall back now. And do have the Manticore now freshly deployed, not so freshly deployed out. Prime Psyker is down to 1 health and does go down. Carnifex does get the wipe there onto the Chaos Lord. And Northrop is falling back. Offers good damage there onto the Hormigons. Now the High Current is advancing as well, trying to get some good damage there on the squads. Strike Squad is still in the front line, does get a nice knockback there. So does the Terminator Librarian, which is upgraded with the Quarters of Anterium, which does create a giant knockback field. Looks like the Strike Squad's in the mix of everything. Getting some good damage. It's hard to sway sometimes. Now the Neurothropus getting some good damage onto them, and now does fall back now over here. The Imperial Guardsmen advance, but Row will run to them. This Chaos Marine squad. That's 3 Chaos Marines, no Heretics. He does actually have the Mark of Zinch on this Devastator for our anti-vehicle weapon, Blast Cannon. Over here, we do have the Corsair Stormtroopers being tied up in melee by the Hormigons. The Hormigons should get some good damage in, but they're also quite wounded. Corsair Stormtroopers do fall back in time. And the Primus Premier Librarian still in this mix, so is the Eversor Assassin, getting some great damage there onto that Throw. High Tyrant is trying to tie them up in melee now, and they do both fall back. The Terminator Librarian is pretty close to going down, but will looks like escape on out of there. Manticore still here. This barrage probably is off cooldown. And here comes the next Manticore barrage, getting some good damage there onto those Chaos Marines. And now we've got Cadian Carson Squad. Cadian Carson Squad is a very effective Tier 3 infantry unit. Imperial Guardsman Squad does fall back. Does lose the Commissar. The Sergeant's still alive, however. Those out a frag grenade there. Great frag grenade there. It may allow him to finish off this guy now. The Chaos Marine and Carson Squad maybe tying each other up in melee. Don't think it's going to go for well for the Chaos Marine. Chaos Marine's getting ripped apart. It does wipe out that squad entirely, and this squad may get wiped out as well. Down to 45 health, he does get out of range in time. And now we've got the Tyranna formation coming on top of the last cannon there, trying to save his vehicles. And it looks like he does wipe out that Devastator or Havoc squad with the last cannon still alive, now dead. The Chaos Lords now losing a lot of forces. Got the Manticore Barrage ring on in, getting some good knockbacks there, wiping out whatever that was. That must have been the Blastmaster. Chaos Lord now engaging the Lord Commissar in melee, has been upgraded the Mantle of Hate, which grants the life drain ability, which we just saw there. The Manticore, oh, that's dangerous for the Manticore being on the front line like that. That's an artillery piece, not a. Sure, it has a dozer blade, but I don't think it's actually meant for dozering or engineer work. I should call it that. Both teams are down to minimal tickets, 20 tickets versus 26, and it's counting down against red fast. And immediately when you start losing the game, blame your teammate. And it's triple capture, that's going to be the end of the game. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And here we go. Oops, not that one. One last replay for the night, and one last 2v2. And a lot of recurring players. The 2v2 pool is a little bit small. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the red Tech Marine. We have 4 names. Spawn as teammate as the red Farseer, Broodwitch. As the blue Demon Hunter, we have 40% Cry. And as teammate as the Chaos Lord, we have Val Hero. We got a Strike Squad, Heretics, Tactical Marine Squad, and Howling Banshees as the first initial units. Guardian Squad's getting some good hits there onto the Heretics, but they do get forced back since the Chaos Lord gets a nice flank. Farseer and Chaos Lord may be engaging in melee, but the Chaos Lord would likely win that fight, but now the Howling Base is now charging on forward. Triple Heretic, that's a little bit unusual. Hoping we can see some grenade launchers. Fourth Heretic, what the hell? 4 Heretics is probably a little bit too much. That's gonna be a lot of explosions. And that's mostly not because of grenade launchers, but because of blowing up your own guys. This point's not being activated now. Heretics now tying up the Farseer up in melee, and the Chaos Lord is going to force back the Howling Banshees. Now does utilize the ritual on the low health squad there to allow these guys close the distance. Howling Banshees will receive a nice special attack there from the Chaos Lord as well. Hasn't detonated a model yet as well. Good hits there onto the Howling Banshees on the tree, but let's get any wipes or any kills there. Tactical Marine engaging the Strike Squad in glorious close range combat, not in melee. As power point was claimed by the Northern team, does get fully activated, so that'll be a bit of time to get it deactivated. Demon Hunter's coming down way south. We got another Tactical Marine Squad being deployed out by the Tactical Marine as well.
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Reinforcements. No Aspiring Champion upgrade on any of these Heretics just yet, but we do have grenade launchers. So 1 squad of grenade launchers deployed now. Those who fired knockback grenades there was unsuccessful in getting hits. This Heretic squad is going to be trying to close the distance as well. We would like to see, oh yeah, you see a model detonation as well, and now the grenade launcher squad is going to try some hits there. His teammate throws a power generator for up on this point here. Detonates another model there, getting good suppression there, good damage there, and got another squad of grenade launchers. He's going for mass grenade launchers. I do like seeing grenade launchers, but this may be a bit too many Heretics. Though he's fighting against Eldari. The Eldar have a lot of light units, so grenades will do some good work. Let's find the Guardian's weapon team, however. Strike Squad now pursuing the Tech Marine here. Tactical Squad is here to engage as well. And we've got the Mastercraft Boulder there. Does find a snipe shot there, getting suppression and good damage. Scouts are engaging the Inquisitor Stormtroopers. And now the Strike Squad is quite wounded. Grenades are raining onto the Guardian's weapon team there, and the Combine Flamer is going to be burning the main gun itself. Guardian's weapon team is quite wounded there. We've got the Howling Banshees tying up the ritual up in melee. The Chaos Lord will manage to escape on out there with minimal health, 14 health. And a lot of assault rifle and grenade launcher fire onto that Howling Banshees. Does miss some knockback grenades there on the Farseer. So the Farseer won't be able to stay around for too much longer. 1 Heretic model remains. May need to get some Aspiring Champions on these guys. These guys may need to fall back. They're too far away from the ritual with the speed boost there. Now it does go and run away now. And this power point is now under siege by these Tactical Marine squads. Chaos Lord not fully healed, but getting some good damage there onto the Chaos Lord. And It does go ahead and get too close to the base MGs, get forced back now. Plenty of health regen help absorb enough shots. Now here, Strike Squad does get suppressed there by another snipe shot from the Tech Marine. And the Crystal Stormtroopers just back off a little bit. Now the Strike Squad is drawing the fire. The other ritual being activated there, just trying to get that Guardian Weapon Team. The Guardian Weapon Team will skip on out there, but barely. Rangers will pull it out as well. Well, there's just still more and more waves of Heretics, and does lose that Heretic Squad entirely. All this remaining one still has grenade launchers. I don't think that one had a grenade launcher yet, just swords, so that was not an upgraded one, barring perhaps the Aspiring Champion.
There is no glory in pointless defeat.
Moving to cover. Understood. Under suppression.
We do got this Scout Squad, gain some good damage there onto the Demon Hunter.
What are your orders?
And now we do have a Rhino. He must be lost some forces there, because it should have more than 2 squads. Up north over here, we do got more and more knockback grenades hitting the Howling Banshees this time. That's actually great. Getting them very exposed to all the grenades being fired. Looks like this Heretic Squad does get suppressed there. This Guardian Weapon Team is about ready to get wiped out. 2 health and does get wiped out there by the grenade launchers. You may need to fall back with these grenade launchers. These are getting hit quite severely. Knockback grenades do connect right there.
Generators is under attack.
On the left side, we've got the Rhino engaging. Has been upgraded the heavy bolter there. Scouts engaging and with melee against the Rhino. Kicking a big metal machine like that is as effective as you would imagine. Generator will be cleaned on up by these Scout squads here. And the Tech Marine could be upgraded to the Melta gun. Though he is not being researched tier 2 now, so he may not be able to get the Melta gun until he gets to tier 2. Speaking of which, the Chaos Lord hasn't got tier 2 as well. It's actually pretty late in the game for going for tier 2. This game has gone on for quite some time. Tier 2 should have been researched a long time ago. All sides are just going for a heavy tier 1 play, barring the Demon Hunter. Chaos Lord does fall back. The Grenade Launcher Squad needs to fall back as well. Doing a bit too much fire there. May get wiped out by the Howling Banshees. The Aspiring Champion does manage to escape on out there. Good knockback grenades attempt there. And the Heckleman Squad is falling back. Fresh generators being deployed out as well. This one is quite wounded, being repaired by the Crystal Stormtroopers now. And the Rhino and Strike Squad is counterattacking as well. Getting some good hits there onto the generators. Tactical Marines not fully reinforced. It does get one of the generators there now. Tech Marines falling on back. Farseer's advancing forward. A lot of snipe shots there on that Heretic Squad. Farseer will need to fall back. Some grenade launcher knockback grenades here wouldn't be half bad. Got Ritual being activated now, allowing the Chaos Lord to advance quite quickly. And now does lose Combined Flamer there to force back the Rangers. Good plasma grenade there on the Heretics. That Heretic squad will need to fall back. Activates the Ritual there now. Now this squad will need to fall back as well. Good special attack there from the Chaos Lord. Knocking back multiple Howling Banshee models. Last can devs there, trying to eye a shot on these forces. But of course, it's not going to be effective as the infantry. Captain Marine does have a Sergeant upgrade. This one does not have a Sergeant upgrade. And this Scout Squad does get forced back. Almost got the kill there on this power generator. 12 health remaining, but still alive, able to provide power. Though I don't think you really want a severely damaged generator going on, working for so long. May explode.
The enemy has breached our land.
Also got the fully upgraded Chaos Lord, got the Dark Halo, Harness of Rage and the Lightning Claw. So he got rid of the Combine Flamer, now he has Lightning Claws. We may see some knockback grenades on the Devastator Marines. Rhino's still in the mix, so forcing back the Tactical Marine Squad as this Resource Stormtrooper is trying to capture the VP now. Blue does have a bit of VP lead, but not a VP. Currently the VP's not in his captured in his favor. Now got grenades raining on in on these Rangers now. Because he has rebuilt a Heretic Squad there, probably purely meant for rituals. This point was captured up by the Coh1 Stormtroopers. And Rhino's now skirting around. There's also now a shrine here. Multiple shrines being built out. So there's going to be a lot of temporary bloodletters. As active the ritual now, get these bloodletters pushing its way forward. Good suppression there by the overcharged plasma gun. And knockback grenades will knock back the entire army. Assault Marines or Tactical Marine Squads does fall back. Tactical Marine is receiving quite a bit of fire as well. This power generator was claimed by the Coh1 Replays, so that's a lot of free power for the red team. Ooh, got a full squad wipe there. The Tactical Marine does go down to the Chaos Lord. Multiple rituals being activated there. Going for a lot of shrines. It's going to get a lot of free bloodletters. I have no idea how effective this will be. Let's find out. This generator was cleaned on up.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Both the Ranger squads could get inside the garrison, but no, wait, that's a horrible idea. The Heretics are all armed with grenade launchers, anti-garrison tools. Looks like this shrine may actually go down. Plasma Cannon Devastator deployed on the field. We may see he does activate the ritual there to allow his Chaos Lord to charge him forward. Could go ahead and cancel it now. He has to deal with all these snipers. Grenade launchers will be effective versus snipers. And these generators are being bashed by the red team. We've got some fire dragons now deployed on the field as well. Being upgraded the dragon scale armor as well. Rhino's receiving quite a bit of fire right there. They need some knockback grenades from his teammates. Currently they're just using regular grenades. And the fire dragon squad does fall back. We do got the Rhino severely wounded, but still alive. And one of those shrines do go down there to the Plasma Cannon Devastator. Grenades do come up forward and knocking back the entire force. Getting some good hits there onto the Strike Squad. The Strike Squad is quite wounded. But the Coh1 forces will be falling back.
Allied infantry destroyed.
Good hit there. Lucy's down. Yep, he has 2 shrines at the moment. Temporary bloodletters are just streaming on in, and since they're absolutely free, might as well just throw them. Who would imagine demons are good cannon fodder? Knockback grenades there on the Plasma Cannon Devastator does get a nice knockback there, though he's sort of just getting out damaged. The temporary bloodletters are not really. They're okay. Nothing too spectacular. Nothing to say build 3 shrines and have them all attack at your opponent at the same time. Or build more backline shrines. Farseer just charging on forward, trying to get some kills there onto this Heretic Squad. That's the one without any sort of upgrade. Not has gone in tier 3, but we do got the Demon Hunter going for tier 3 now. He has deployed out Vindicator Assassin as well. Good hits there. We do got the Chaos Marines or Tactical Marine Squads falling on back.
The Codex Astartes guides us to victory.
Grenade launchers are now advancing forward as well. I think the grenade launchers are actually firing the grenades would be a bit more effective in this current situation. Oh, look at that hit by the Plasma Cannon Devastator. Tech Marine has to do a bit of fire there. Now the other Heretic Squad is now being under siege by the Plasma Cannon Devastator. Yeah, it's those shrines are not working. But we need L or C. Not sure what that means.
Sniper, find the coward.
Does that affect an ability there? It looks like the Demon Hunter has been upgraded. Nope, Demon Hunter's actually down. He may have just went down there. Grenade launchers are raining on in. Get some good hits on in. Bloodletters are charging on forward. It's supposed to be some sort of pre-made team based on the conversation. The Howling Banshees and the Fire Dragons now advancing as well. He's going to need some knockback grenades on the Fire Dragons. Another shrine does go down. Medicare Assassin's firing some shots over there. We've got the Sword Stormtroopers are advancing as well. Laskin Devastator engaging close range against the Rhino. Does get flanked, however. No, they don't have a Manticore. Neither player has a Superior Guard. He's Grey Knight, Ordo Malleus, what do you want to call them? Fire Dragons getting some good hits there on the generators now. And multiple generators will go down. Looks like he is going to go for some actual Bloodletter squads. Now got some grenade launchers hitting these Rangers now.
An ally has taken the victory point.
We got the Strike Squad now getting tied up and marked for doom by the Farseer as well. Strike Squad was doing quite a bit of fire there. Does load up the Strike Squad inside the Rhino, getting safety. Very nice. Farseer's seeing a bit more fire right there. We got the last Cannon Devastator finding angle there on the Rhino. The Rhino's quite wounded. Does go down. Strike Squad's just down 2 models remaining and less than half health as well. These forces do fall back. Tech Marine may get tied up melee by the Strike Squad, and the Strike Squad should be able to force them back. We got some sort of ability being activated. I think it's Drop Pod. Is it Venerable Dreadnought or is it Tactical Marines? Venerable Dreadnought.
Hostile vehicles are moving into our territory.
We got the Heretic Squads falling back. We got the Bloodletters still quite healthy, and that Crystal Stormtrooper will get wiped out by the Scouts. You make AV.
Support structure complete.
I'm not sure what AV means. Assault vehicle? No.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points. Generator operational.
Plasma Cannon Devastator does roll a miss there onto that Dreadnought.
Generator
Scout Squad
operational.
will make his, or not Dreadnought. Now it's his own Dreadnought. We have a Falcon here. He needs something, anything armor to engage it. And the Demon Hunter has basically nothing left. Only has a Strike Squad, lost all of his other infantry units. Now we do have a Chaos Havoc, likely being upgraded from Marcus Zinch to get out Last Cannon. And the Bloodletters will use the invulnerability ability to get away. Oh! There's an Orbital Strike right there?
Our apothecary has reached
He
level
wiped
3.
out a squad. Maybe not. So attacked the Marine squad there. Yeah, that was a bit wasteful. Farseer is trying to pursue the grenade launcher squad, but got the Bloodletters trying to tie her up in melee. Does use a Doom ability there to mark them for death, or mark them for Doom, I should say. Guardian squad's trying to hit these Bloodletters. Bloodletters can use them, they do use invulnerability ability there. Knockback grenades do come forward as well, but the Fire Dragons do have knockback immunity, so you can't knock them back. Chaos Lord does receive quite a bit of fire there. The Chaos Lord will need to fall back. LRC on the way, and still don't know what that means. He's pushing enough. Oh, Land Raider Crusader. That's what he's referring to. Plasma Grenade is thrown, gets some big damage there onto the Strike Squad. Forcing him back. We got another ability being activated there from the Damon Hunter. So we got a lot of grenade launchers here, as well as the Las Cannon for the Havoc as well. Up north, we got the Tech Marine now advancing, getting some great damage on the generators, taking him out. Land Raider Crusader is being built. He will need to get out a Quasar Stormtrooper for repairs, however.
Artificer's armor.
And he's firing knockback raids in his opponent's base. They have pretty good range, so they're basically light artillery. Oh, we got the Damon Hunter's ability right there. He could perhaps bring in the Chaos Portal. Oh, great. That's actually really... It depends how nasty he wants to be. Bringing the Chaos Portal right there could annihilate all these forces, not mention they're slowed down by the Damon Hunter's ability. If they were to time that, properly, that could be annihilating squad. Of course, that may be a bit unsportsmanship. Not very sportsmanlike to cast that in that region.
Enemy is capturing one of our strategic points. We shall make it so.
Where is LR? It's out on the field. Land Raider's now out in the field. Good cast there. Slowing down his opponent. Grenades raining on in. And the temporary Bloodletters are now charging forward. Those temporary Bloodletters, of course, free from the Chaos Shrines. Fire Dragons in the mix as well, trying to hit that last cannon, which they are doing quite successfully, and that last cannon is now fully wiped. We do have a Chaos Predator out in the field as well. It's currently unupgraded. Weathers have seen quite a bit of fire there. Luckily, the Ritual will get an extra health regen. The Chaos Blow is trying to hit that Farseer as well, but some of these Heretics are quite wounded, especially this one that's meant for the Ritual. Land Raider Pursuit is now advancing as well, gets great damage on in, which may force him out of his own base. More temporary Bloodletters have been cast on in. Looks like they're going to attack this base here. Their teammate is way over here, not doing much. I'm not sure what they're saying they're immortal. Looks like this force is inside the webway, so I'm going to save this force. He's going to push towards this Fire Dragons. They may need to get out some more Fire Dragons. Tier 3 is being researched for the Farseer now. They need to get out some more anti-vehicle. Got Interception Squad being deployed out by the Damon Hunter. And this Shuriken Cannon is still Worship Shrine, man, we lose. He is worshipping the shrines.
Allied infantry are not.
Now we've got a pretty sizable flank here. He does get some knockback grenades getting there, forcing back the entire force, so that's not going to be helpful anytime soon. Predator tank is still in the region there. Fire Dragons charging forward, trying to go for a kill there on the Chaos Predator, but getting repaired up by the Heretics now. Now the Eldritch Storm's being cast on in. Takes out the Predator tank though, Shrine is still up and going. Now here comes the Chaos Portal relatively soon, maybe? Chaos Lord still in the mix as well as level 5, so we're seeing quite a bit of beating right now. But still no Chaos Portal, so I'm not sure what they're saving up for. Got another Chaos Predator, actually multiple Chaos Predators looks like deployed out. Though I could be mistaken. I see 2 of them right there, so it must be a bit of bugged out because I don't see actually any on the map. Looks like their cohesion's starting to fall apart. Now it's time for the Chaos Portal. There's the Chaos Portal. A 1-2 punch. It's going to annihilate most of that force. I'm not sure how much the Eldari has left. I know there's a webway gate there that may have saved a lot of this force, but I don't see stuff disappearing. I hear an Orbital Strike. Yeah, Orbital Strike being cast right there. Trying to hit the Heretics. The Heretics do escape the blast radius. And that webway gate may have saved most of that army from being wiped out. He hopped inside of there. Yep, he saved his entire army by hopping inside that webway gate. Ooh, what was that? That was a nasty charge right there. Like Marines do get a missile shot there, slowing down it. And now, since they spent so much time sieging that, not pushing forward, in fact, that webway gate was there, they're in worse off position than they are. We've got 2 Plague Marines out on the field, one of them being pursued quite heavily. It does get inside of the Land Raider Crusader, I think. I don't think you can get inside that. Teammates vehicle. One shrine does go down there. Blood Dragons, Fire Dragons are engaging the Land Raider. Fire Dragon squad does fall back in time inside the Falcon to avoid some fire there. Land Raider still is now at half health. We've got these forces engaging. The entire field patrol is in favor of red teams. Well, blue team's been neglecting the field patrol. So right now, blue team has a lot of resource income. Venerable Dreadnought, it has gone down during the last final stand. Once that ability wears off, it is dead. Venerable Dreadnought does go down. And now we do got a Land Raider Redeemer being put up by the Tech Marine. Which should be very effective versus these heretics, that's for sure. Though there's only 1 heretic squad left. Howling Banshees have been up there. The aspect of strength hasn't been able to really get them into combat, however. They are max level of veterancy, so they made the original ones deployed at the beginning of the game, so they have been getting a lot of engagements, but nothing recently. Yeah, right now, them fighting out right there has not been all too great.
The enemy is capturing one of our victory points.
Blue has the capture in their favor. They have 105 tickets remaining while the opponents are counting down. Another tactical Marine squad or Venerable Dreadnought. Trying to hit that interception squad. The interception squad will need to teleport away as soon as possible, but does get wiped out. And now his base is under attack, and this time it's a lot less defended.
Let this dark day fuel the fires of vengeance.
Yep, they're trying to play together, but they were not very cohesive. Either way, this is Andrew saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Though, as I mentioned beforehand, actually now remembering, it's getting a bit late for me, so that's going to be at the end of the stream tonight. Everyone, have a good evening. Enjoy.